casual gameplay in there as well.
Yeah,
Trying to
cat.
whip my
Yeah,
hand
we're
off my
fucking
wrist.
your hand off your wrist.
There might be a little bit of mumbling going on. Don't worry about it.
That's hey, you know what? I mumble all the time.
I crack my wrist by ripping it off. I rip my hand off my arm.
There you go.
It makes a noise. Actually, it's just like boom. Sounds like a mini warhead going off right in my little wrist there.
You know what fucking is just terrifying? Exploding head syndrome.
I like it.
That's just fucking terrifying.
The fuck is that? That sounds terrifying. Why is that?
So-
That's not a real thing.
It is a real thing. I've experienced.
Good luck, guys.
You too.
Good luck.
Hello! Hello. Maybe James is not
Streamlabs?
hello.
There it is. What?
Hello.
What's up, my brother?
James! Oh no!
So the
Oh,
update
wow.
stream info thing isn't going away.
You
I
gotta
can't.
minimize the other window and then try it.
Yes.
I can't. It won't let me.
Oh, that's cuckbutt.
Oh wait, no, I did it.
Technical difficulties. how we always start our streams.
Yeah, exactly.
Testicular difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
There we
You
go.
know how it
How about I
goes.
just go back into Streamlabs?
They gave me a free sample pack of these little blue pills because of that.
Heck yeah, man. That's how we roll.
They were useless
Streamlabs.
because
Oh,
I spent my whole time here doing this. So
yeah, I'm relaunching Streamlabs real quick. 'cause I'm a
Word.
do your
fucking
business,
goober.
bro. Do your business.
You guys go ahead. You guys go ahead with your weeks and shit.
Word. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties are our norm to start off our amazing Level Unlock podcast episode.
It's a great way to start off our week.
9. Thank you for joining the greatest place on the internet, video game news, fun, and pure randomness. As always, I am Mr. Jeremy Walker, Captain Geach 15, Captain underscore Geach 15 on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and the new and approved just straight Captain Geach 15 on the Instagram.
Just straight hustling, yo.
Always. I changed my my fitness profile into a gaming/fitness profile. Whenever I decide to lose weight, I'll
It's like an oxymoron.
It is really, so it's kind of I'm fat, so I don't need a fitness profile right now. Mr.
Yeah, Walker,
Schroeder.
I'm surprised you didn't order Hungry Howie's today.
I did last night. It was good.
Yeah, you did.
I did. It's phenomenal. To my left is Mr. James People I Hate Studios and People I Hate 10 on Twitter. And then, as
Streamlabs
always,
is being a butt.
Mr. Jeffrey Splash Screen Gaming Schroeder on every social media there is out there in the world. What's up, Jeff?
I'm not on all of the social medias, just some of them. I got a couple accounts on a couple of them, and they all make my eyes twitch. You know,
Exactly.
that's why I use Twitch, because it's such a close relation to my real life. It's going good, my brother. It's going good. It's been a fun week. I found a game that sucked me in, puckered me up like a bumhole, and sucked me right into it like a suppositor, my friend.
That's good.
It's very fun.
That is good. Are you up in good, James, or are you still experiencing the difficulties of technology?
We'll see what happens.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
just,
in you.
yeah, it's just. Oh wait, hey,
Up,
oh,
up,
oh,
up.
Oh,
I'm live.
Woo!
Yeah!
Welcome.
You did it!
You did it.
Yeah.
James, how you been?
Yay. I've been alright. It's been a roller coaster of shit that I've been doing. Bunch of different things here and there. You know, Devil May Cry. I've been playing Sushi Strikers on the Switch. That's a fucking gay old time. Canceling Kingdom Hearts 3 LP still. That's never gonna come back. And I've been reading some manga.
There you go. What kind of
I'm reading
manga?
some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, motherfuckers. Is there any other kind of manga? No, there isn't. I'll fucking fight you.
I fought him once. It didn't end very well for me.
No.
We'll square down, like right now. What's up?
I'm not squaring down with you no more. You did that thing that made my eye move on the wrong way. It took me like a week to make it not do that no more.
I got this Twitch now that won't go away. It's just fucking
Hey,
craziness.
Welcome.
Twitch.
This is what happens when you bathe in electromagnetic fields. Always.
Always.
Always cooking. You got a box next to you that's fucking shooting out radiation after you're done. Had a cell phone call to the side of your face, eating a Hot Pocket you pulled out the microwave. Right.
Way to
Yo,
do it.
fuck Hot Pockets, man.
This is why we Twitch.
Hot,
It is.
Hot Pockets have two temperatures. They have frozen or molten lava.
Yeah, there is no in between.
No.
Neither of which are, they're never into, they don't necessarily
Correlate
not
to eating.
I keep on saying conclusive, but exclusive to one another.
Neither one of them are consumable. To put it
Sometimes
easy.
you'll have a frozen center and lava around it.
Exactly. And it never,
Oh, that's just a bad day.
always.
That's just a bad day altogether.
I was there for it. It did suck.
So how was your week been, Schroeds?
Good. I have been playing the shit out of Grand Theft Auto RP,
What am
and it's pretty fun.
what have you been playing on it?
So, in a nutshell, they took the game that is Grand Theft Auto. Now, the Grand Theft Auto, like, from my experience and from a bunch of folk I spoke with about it, they all say the same thing, that Grand Theft Auto Online is very similar to that of Red Dead Redemption Online, of which they don't give a lot of love, really, and it sucks, and it's a very toxic environment for the most part.
Very
From what I'm
toxic.
told, I don't know. I've never done it. I did it for like a minute, got killed a bunch of times as soon as I spawned in. I was like, and it ain't for me, and I didn't go back. So, but from what I've heard from other people, it's a very toxic place.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Yeah.
they did is RP stands for role play, and they took the idea of Grand Theft Auto and incorporated a role play everything to it. Like the whole thing is, the idea is you don't kill people. Like, you want to try not to kill people. Really, if you kill people, well, the cops come, and then the cops come, you go to jail if you get caught, and some other stuff like that. But it's a really heavy emphasis on role play.
I like that. So if
basically.
you do go to jail, how do you get out? Is it like you have to post bail and shit, or how does that work? Do you know?
I never went to jail. I don't know.
You can.
Probably, I
Being
would
the
imagine.
in-house master or expert on GTA 5 RPing,
Yeah.
basically it's like, oh hey, you can spend, like, just for an example, buddy of mine, Tracerek, he streams a lot of GTA 5. Basically, he only streams GTA 5 roleplay, and he plays a cop, so I know all about this stuff. And what happens is, like, hey, oh, I killed someone. Okay, I get arrested. I go to the jail, and they're like, okay, you either pay, like $2,000, like $2,000 or like $5,000. Let's say $5,000 in bail to get out, or I could spend 30 minutes in jail.
Wow. That's like a long time in gaming.
It's pretty accurate. It is pretty accurate, and there's different jobs you can do. Like, the idea of it being a roleplay server is that there's all kinds of different jobs. You're supposed to enact a character, ideally. So,
Yeah.
like I'm a paramedic, and I was scolded by the server people because I was shooting people as a medic. But
Medics shouldn't have shotguns.
they shouldn't have shotguns. I agree with you there. However, pistols, a pistol, a tase gun.
Do they have
No,
those
no,
in
I
real
have
life?
these things. I don't know if they have a pistol, but I'm pretty
I
confident they
think
have a
they
taser.
might have a taser, yeah.
At least a taser,
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know.
right?
Is there
Somebody's sitting on a
firefighters?
park bench, you just run over and just.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any firefighters in this particular server, so I don't
Yeah.
know if
Certain ones there are, yeah.
stuff blows up too quick, and buildings don't really catch on fire.
No.
Like,
I know
cars only on fire for like 10, 15 seconds before it blows up.
because
so.
I know in the regular Call of Duty, not Call of Duty, jeez, the regular GTA 5, there's like fire trucks and shit that they will come, and then you can
Mhm.
jack their vehicles and spray the water at people, which is always fun. But that's kind of cool though. I like that they did that. That's huge right now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
huge. It's one of the number one things on the different streaming platforms. And the other thing that's neat, that I think is kind of neat about it, is you guys already know I like telling stories.
Yep.
Or at least I want to. Theoretically, I like to do it. I haven't
Yeah.
really.
And this allows
well,
you to do so.
Yeah, this is a creative outlet to create a story for this character.
Right.
You know.
I was thinking my character has a regular job, and then because they don't like PvP fighting all crazy,
Yeah,
this
It's perfect.
character. This character's an actor.
I like that.
So we get the cops. Let them know, hey, at this time on this day, we're going to be filming a scene in this area, but there's going to be a shootout, right? And then this way, you can kind of maybe do both
I like that.
and film a story. I was thinking about doing like something with the El Chupacabra involved.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because there's a million masks.
Right now, there is 174,000 people watching people
Damn.
play Grand Theft Auto. It is 30,000 more people than Fortnite.
Jesus.
Like
Like
the popular.
it is like this game. So, was there an
Well,
update to this as to the
no.
reason why it literally just came out of nowhere and skyrocketed?
Yeah, this came out 2 years ago. It
Yeah,
just
this
hasn't.
this mod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the same idea. It's just like People I Hate just said. It's just been modified. You
Mhm.
know.
Well, like it recently, was there something like how did this? I don't know if you guys know or not, but I feel like this literally came out of nowhere because for the
Probably
longest
Pretty much.
time, I never seen Grand Theft Auto 5 up there in the views at all, and now it's
Nope.
been leading for the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm gonna chalk it up to maybe some streamer got his hands on it and started really having fun with it, and his ginormous freaking audience was like, it was influenced by streamers, says Aimright.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
Because
yeah, it
that's
just took a
insane.
while for it to grab. Once it grabbed, and you had a couple of the big guys doing it, everybody was like, "This shit is fun," and it is fun. So you guys should get that game, and if you already have it, download it.
Yep.
And then join us.
Yeah, because I've been looking, I've been trying to figure out. I'm like, this game
So
literally
fun.
came out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Because yeah, there's multiple people with multiple thousand.
hmm
There is 20 million
Today was-
people that follow the Grand Theft Auto 5 page.
Dude, today was epic in our server. It was fucking hilarious, dude. I spawn in and immediately I have a. I think the first thing I did is my car got shot a bunch of times while I was driving because there are bad guys too.
Yeah.
There's gangs, like actual human beings that come together and form gangs, and then
Yeah.
other gangs fight against other gangs. And I was driving, I think, a blue cop car, so they just saw a blue car and they're the Reds, so
Yeah.
they started firing at me, and then they killed me because I'm not good at dealing with that type of stuff. But once they realized I was a paramedic, they got me back up and more or less sent me on my way. Car flipped over, and I had to call mechanics to come to my
hmm
car and flip it over and fix it. Dude, it's a good time. It really is.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun.
So with like a mechanic, I'm assuming that's a job. So then you can.
Mhm.
That's awesome though. How many people do you think are in these servers at once?
I think 28. Aimright's in one right now, if he's watching. But I think it's 28, maybe more, but I think 28.
Yeah, I think Tracer X, his server's one of the bigger ones, and I think it could have up to like
32.
yeah, I think it could have like up in the 30s at a time.
So you essentially then join a server. So say we have 7 people that wanna all participate. We essentially find a server, pick a job. Obviously, we have to be added to it, and then we go in, and then all of us can be essentially whatever, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, like the first thing you have to do, some have 64, he says. But yeah, essentially you have to get your driver's license, so you have to pass a test. And then once you get that, you got to get a driver's license, a motorcycle license, and a truck driving license.
That's insane.
And then the only jobs that, at least on this specific server, the only jobs that because the other ones might be different, the only job that you have to specifically be given is the EMT job and the police job.
Mhm.
And you have to be an EMT before you can be a police officer,
Okay.
Yeah.
which makes sense. You learn how to use the controls, you learn how to operate.
Yeah.
Because it's, I guess, a lot of them are a little bit different in their user interface and everything.
Yeah,
So-
it's all a little different.
So in the
Yeah, they're
actual
all
game,
unique.
one of the key points of the online when it originally started was bank heists.
Yeah.
Do you know, James, is that still a thing? And then someone
Oh,
robs
yeah.
a bank, and as a cop, you have to go then
Oh,
stop
yeah.
the bank robbery, or
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've heard many stories about how fucking intense it can get.
I want to do a bank robbery. Yo, Aimray, what's up with that? Why aren't we doing a bank robbery? We should do that tonight, man.
yeah, one of the key things when the online started, when the Call of Duty, not Call of Duty, I keep saying Call of Duty, when
This isn't the Battle Royale
Yeah.
podcast anymore. God damn it.
when GTA 5 launched online, it was bank heists were the biggest thing. You get a group of your friends together and you go rob a bank.
Yep.
And you got to plan
That was a
it.
lot of fun.
You got to plan the heist. You got to basically make an escape route. You got to make a distraction, and you create this environment that allows you to go rob a bank. And I wasn't sure if that played into this now, which would be pretty cool if it did.
Oh yeah, I can link you some cool stuff. I can
Well,
link
yeah.
you guys some cool videos.
Cool. I look forward to it. I asked Aimright his thoughts on that because he's the one that got me into it. He's the one that peer pressured me into doing it. I'm very happy he did it. And
One of us.
Let you too. So apparently you can rob primarily like convenience stores and stuff.
Yeah.
But he says he thinks there are some banks that let you as well. In the last server he was on before the one we're on now, you had to go get a key. There was some kind of key you had to get.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you also have to like talk it up with the mods and stuff to make sure it's okay.
I bet.
You have to get approval and shit.
I'm assuming
It's like I won't play.
I'm assuming then the big bank heists are for the regular online, the non-modded versions, I would assume then, because that was the key feature where you're robbing like skyscrapers and shit.
Yes, I believe what you are referring to is what came out. It was basically simple skirmishes.
Yeah.
Like it would just be you guys. You didn't really. There was some planning involved, but essentially you would all show up right outside of where you were going to do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there you would go and take on your quest. So this one, you're right. Like James said, you would have to get the mods on board so that they're dungeon masters.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What they are. They're dungeon masters. So, you need to get them on board to control the certain elements to it. But at the same time, like you could role play a detective. You could have somebody playing. You could have two streamers, for example, friends. One bad guy, one good guy, and they're both streaming. Eventually, like you were talking about, what is it? You have to be an affiliate to get them to talk, or the link, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you could have a good guy and a bad guy trying to
the Twitch
detective
stream
trying
link.
to
That'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
the detective trying to catch. That would be cool for a little movie idea. The detective trying
Yeah.
to catch the villain.
That would be kind of awesome.
Like the amount of like machinima that like possibilities are almost endless.
So how
for it.
much? I don't know if you guys know how much does the mod can they manipulate the game, or essentially you have the world that is laid out, and then they can add rules into it. They can't. I'm guessing they can't change buildings and shit, right?
Sort of. Well, they can't change like buildings and stuff, but they can manipulate stuff.
Right. So they can put a. You know how in Skyrim you walk through a black archway and you're in another room.
Yeah.
They can do like that idea. They can post like on the side of a building a archway if they really wanted to get crazy. But that's like the extent. I've never seen anybody add additional map assets.
You
But
can do things like manipulate AI behaviors where they'll like completely ignore you. Like any human player, they'll completely ignore them.
Oh, okay.
well, like the reviving mechanic that's used with the medics that's not a typical thing in the regular game.
No.
No.
Like I literally have to walk over to a guy, hit F6, it brings up a menu, a list, and in that list is revive or give a health pack or like bandages or first aid or something.
Yeah.
And that's not a native thing to the game.
Usually they come, put them on a stretcher, throw them in the back of the car, and leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
which
of that
you
still happens.
some of them
or
can
they
do
get
that. Yeah.
Or they get scared away in the actual game, and they just leave the body there and run away.
Yeah. And as I bet you can assume, all of the NPCs that just randomly walk around for no reason are still there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like the map's alone. There's
Still
a lot of
breathing world, living, breathing
Yeah.
world. Still.
Yeah, and it's funny, dude. I got asked if I'm still wearing my mother's panties earlier today
That's
by
funny.
an NPC. I was like, how did you even know?
So
How did you
essentially,
know?
you walk up to like a random person that's live, and that's when you can hear them on your headset, correct? Like when you get
You
close
can set
to
it
'em?
up for
Yeah.
global chat or 5, 10, 20, 40, 80 meters.
Okay,
Yep.
I gotcha.
Most
That makes
people
sense.
do it within like 10 meters or so, which is
Yeah.
Like,
usually when
more realistic.
general talking, that's when you usually stop hearing people.
I gotcha.
Yeah, our EMTs, we roll at around 20 because 90% of the time it's loud as hell where we're going because of the damn sirens.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have to keep a little bit more distance, but
That's awesome, though.
yeah, man, I wish I was streaming today. That's what makes me mad is every time I don't stream, crazy shit happens.
Record it.
Yep.
Pull up. Just pull up Streamlabs and just hit the record button. And upload it later. You can upload that to like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, but usually that would mean I would watch it again, and
Yeah, it's true.
I know. I only
That's
happened
it's
twice
an
in
option.
the last 800 years, so.
So that's kind of cool. So, and yeah, we were saying being a mod is super hard. I'm assuming, and then that's when you can make like, in those, can you make like quests and stuff, specific quests for like people to do?
You can encourage a story.
I got you.
Again, it's very like Dungeon Master. You know,
Yeah.
you have pieces, you have map items, you have weapons and armor and cars and shit that just spawns in random places.
Yeah.
And you know, like I was thinking, if we were to make a machinima, I was just sitting there thinking about the idea of it, and like opening scene is a car rolling across a pier, rolling down a pier, and the idea is there's a body in the back of the trunk,
I
because
like
you
it.
can do that, right? So, and then maybe that would trigger off the story arc for the, you know, I mean, that obviously would be if that's obviously scene one, but you know, so like, why did I even say that?
No, like being able to make the mods, making quests and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you can like James had said earlier too. You were saying how the idea was you had to get a character from one end of the map to the other end of the map,
Yeah.
said or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's kind of cool. So essentially, the mods there just not only kind of oversee everything, but also keep the peace. Like when that guy complained
Moderate,
about,
if you will.
yeah, when that guy complained about you, that's when the mod had to come in and basically, hey, don't shoot people, blah blah blah, right?
Hammer.
I was in the right though.
You were 100%.
Yes.
So what happens if
Thanks.
you die as a paramedic then, and there's no one there to revive you? Do you wait and just revive eventually, or?
Well, typically their jobs. Well, I guess I don't know. There was at one point, dude. There was like 8 of us on the map.
I gotcha.
So
It depends also on like the server rules and stuff.
right, because one
So-
dude was actually getting ready to leave the server because he didn't think it was because before we all mediated on the medics being able to defend themselves in some way.
Yeah.
The idea was no guns for medics at all, and then we're like, wait a minute. Like, there's times where we go and revive people and they immediately kill us, and we're the only dude online. Like,
Yeah.
we should be able to at least defend ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then that went up to tasers, and we're like, well, tasers only stun them for a second. Like,
Yeah.
if we need to put somebody down, because then we can take him and put him in the trunk of the car,
Yeah.
drive him to the hospital or whatever, to
And
the
then
prison,
they
and then,
get revived that way, and
yeah,
it's a good idea. That's awesome.
something.
I know. The server that I'm familiar with, that one, if you say die, you basically have a choice. In the matter if you want to keep the character, like no matter what happens, like you could be just fucking a rocket launcher to the goddamn face, and you could be like, yeah, no, the character lived, and okay, yeah, character's still going, or you could be like, no, this character's dead, and then yeah, you have to basically start from square one again.
How do you get guns and stuff? Like, is
You
it
buy
regular?
'em.
You have to buy them. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah,
sure if it was.
you buy them.
You can pick them
And-
up from random places and shit.
Yeah, and there's like a whole economy too that you know
You can
that
buy
the,
houses and shit. I'm guessing, right? Like in the
Oh, yeah.
regular.
and apartments and shit.
Cars,
like,
outfits,
yeah.
food.
Nice.
Yeah, and the mods you know deal with that stuff too.
Yeah, they set
It's-
the prices and everything.
Yep,
That's awesome.
they set the economy.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. That's super. And that. No wonder why that's huge right now. 'Cause that's super detailed. It's like, it's very particular, and I like that. That's pretty cool. It's different.
It is. It's nice to see it. It's nice to see a game, you know, as uber mega popular as Grand Theft Auto 5 is, being even more popular and getting the attention again.
Oh yeah. Look how
Yeah.
look how long this game has been irrelevant for. They didn't originally launch for the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yep, I remember standing in line at GameStop on launch day,
Yeah.
Yep.
getting my collector's edition for the PS3.
Then they
That game's been out for a little while now.
I have never seen a game that has stayed irrelevant as long as GTA 5 and has stayed that same $40 to $60 price point. Because usually
September 17th, 2013 it came out.
that's insane.
And
That's
here's
crazy.
here's a fun fact. Well, here's two fun facts actually.
Jesus.
Fun fact number 1. It's the third best-selling video game of all time. Over 100 million units have been sold.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And the game sold better in 2017 than it did in 2016.
That's insane.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I like it. It's like a fine wine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It
what
gets better with age.
what does Rockstar do though? Do they keep GTA 5 or do they eventually look into GTA 6? And
Well,
the chances of them
that's-
ruining the momentum this game has.
Well, here's the thing. It's kind of like a double-edged sword here, because on one hand, these servers are completely against the EULA,
Yeah.
the End User License Agreement. They're completely fucking
They
no.
don't.
If Rockstar wants to, they could shut down every single one of these like that. They could Thanos snap it
Yeah.
whenever they feel like it. But on the other hand,
Look how many people are playing them.
look at how many people are playing it, look at how popular it is, but at the same time, you gotta think, yeah, they're probably looking at developing GTA 6 by now.
Well, they
And-
probably have to wait for the engine to change. That's what it
Yeah.
is. They have to wait for the engine to evolve. I mean, granted, they have had 6 years.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh
it's a
god,
little
it's been
bad.
6 years already!
Yeah, that's
so
insane.
but once that's why everybody's all butthurt about Fallout, because it's like they used this creation kit, which was Skyrim.
Yeah.
You know,
They've
and
been
that
using
came
the
out.
same engine forever, pretty
Yeah,
much.
and that came out around the same time actually. Didn't Skyrim come out in 2012 or something?
It was
Let me
around
check.
there.
11.
Yeah.
11, 11, 11.
Yep.
11, 11, 11.
Yep.
So it's not that much older, you know.
No. But that game's still decently relevant. But yeah, I've never seen a game that's lasted and maintained as much as GTA 5. And I've been thinking about that is, do they risk releasing a number 6 and does it ruin everything that 5 has done? Because eventually, like every game, they release a new game, they're not going to keep the servers for 5. They're going to
Well,
want
this
you to
doesn't-
go to 6.
This doesn't matter, though, because it's running on independent servers.
Yeah, but for like updates wise and stuff like that, eventually all
Well,
games.
then these guys can make updates.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
server owners.
Do you think Rockstar would allow that though?
They have
I mean,
to.
they're allowing this shit.
Yeah.
They
They're not
have
gonna
to.
care.
You think that this game would have done anywhere near as well? You think Skyrim would have done anywhere near
That's
as well
true.
if you couldn't mod it?
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
well, and then also here's the thing too, because you got to think like 2 years ago is when this modding thing started becoming big for it.
Yeah,
It's been what 4 years, 3 years since it actually came out on PC.
yeah,
You know, it had such a late start on PC, and now, and like all Rockstar games, it is a fucking console game first. It is pretty goddamn jank
yeah.
when you're playing it on
yeah,
PC.
it is. It is
Tracerek
jank as
he
fuck.
has told me on multiple occasions his setup. He has his controller. He uses his controller. He uses his keyboard, and he uses fucking pedals to
Sounds
control the
good.
game.
Sound about right there, my friend.
Yep.
About right.
So it's a console game through and through. Except now that being on PC, it's full of people can data mine it. People can
And
get
mod
into the
it,
code.
play with
They can
it.
mod the shit out of it.
Dude, when they came out, Acid brings up that. Remember when Skyrim was remastered? To the point of modding though.
Which fucking time?
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
there are mods out there that you can add to Skyrim to make it look like, even today, look like a next generation
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
game.
you have 4K
Like-
textures out the wazoo.
Oh, gorgeous! You can literally make that game as beautiful as your computer can handle.
Really?
Or you make it as jank as you want, as your computer can make
Yeah,
it.
I've always you guys know the old Greg.
Yeah.
You know the Mighty Boosh.
Yeah.
well,
Hello, Greg.
I'm all Greg. I wanted to do a mod that took the moon, and when you were standing on Wraith Rock, or
Hey, what's up?
I just forgot to tell you there's a Big Mac in
Okay.
Food delivery.
Nice. Yeah. I'm
Sort-
tired, so I can't remember the name of the top of the mountain. But when you get to the top of the mountain, you can hit a button, and the moon says stuff to you.
That's awesome.
Thought that'd be so cool.
That's awesome. But yeah, that's I'm hoping that GTA it maintains. Obviously, they're gonna
Yeah.
release a new one sometime because
Oh yeah.
they re-released GTA 5 when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, and obviously the next
No, a few years after, like a year after.
yeah, And
like 2014.
and I'm assuming it'll be the same concept where the next generation consoles come out, they're gonna release potentially a new one, which obviously better graphics, things along those lines. So, and I'm assuming that this game, GTA 5, will
More
still be
teraflops.
yeah. I would say it'll still stay relevant until people start obviously mining and stuff, data and modding GTA 6 or whatever it may
Yeah.
be. So
Yeah. Well, they're gonna find new
Just
ways of
bring
playing
it back
it,
to
new
Vice
ways of
City, for
breaking it.
fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Bring it back to Vice
Cool.
City.
San
Yeah.
Andreas working out.
Well, yeah, it's in 5 is in San Andreas.
Well, no, the actual games,
Yeah.
like you actually can like lift and work out and become super
Yeah.
buff.
I don't
No,
know if you
bring back-
can in the modded servers. I
No,
haven't
you can't.
noticed any gyms on the map.
All
No,
I want
you
is
can't
just-
do it in GTA 5.
No.
That's kind of
All I
dumb.
want is just Vice City. Just bring me back to Vice City.
All I remember
That's all
I
I
would
want.
do is to start the game off, and I would just ride my bike like crazy as fast as I can to get my stamina at max. Would go to the gym, go in and out of the gym like 20 times to become super bulk, and then I'd just play the game that way.
You know there are cheat codes for that, right?
Oh, there definitely was, 100%.
I used a cheat code once to make yourself super obese and then super buff. It
Yep.
was the weirdest thing.
And then they started nerfing the cheat codes in 4 and 5 where they locked achievements whenever you used the cheat codes.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to unlock half the achievements if you use any cheat codes.
Yeah, it's that sucks.
So how about you, James? How's your week been?
Pretty good. Been playing a lot of DMC 5, trying to beat that. Well, chipping away at it, I should say. I bought Sushi Strikers, Way of the Sushido on Switch. That's a really fun puzzle game. Reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5. That's fucking fantastic. I got to Notorious B.I.G.
There you go.
The Stand. I bought a Japanese copy of Metal Gear Solid 3 last night.
Oh yes, you did. I
This was
remember.
It was $11 on eBay, free shipping. I had to.
There you go.
Um,
On top of
and,
the $1,000 game that he wanted to buy but didn't.
yeah, the Resident Evil 5th year anniversary collection.
Yep.
That oh god, I want that. I want that so
The
bad.
fanciest one of all of them.
Yeah.
I asked him. I
Um,
was like, "How much was that before someone bought it and decided to sell it for a 300% markup?" And he was like, "Probably like $200. Now it's selling for $1,000."
Probably. Oh, I got something in the mail today.
What'd you get?
Have you guys heard of That's It Fruit Bars?
That's it. Fruit bars. I don't know.
That's It Fruit Bars.
Nope, not familiar with that one.
So, this is totally not a sponsorship, by the way, but if you would like to sponsor us, please, I would love it. That's it. These are the most fucking delicious fruit bars I've ever had in my life.
Really?
So, okay, so I got the apple and strawberry flavor. Take
Okay.
a guess at what the ingredients are.
Apple and strawberries.
Yep, that's it.
Really?
That's it. Just apple and strawberry. So here we go. Let me open one up for you.
Finally,
guys
somebody
real
was
quick.
out there with like, you know what? I don't understand why they just,
See this little bar right here?
yeah.
This has one full apple in it
What?
and 12 strawberries.
That is very
You
interesting
did a
looking.
good job.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, one apple and 12 strawberries. You
Is that
take
one
a
those
bite out of this?
Amway items.
No, it's I got it on Amazon.
Cool.
So when you actually
It's-
bite it, it's just pure.
It tastes like a fucking explosion of strawberries and apples in my mouth.
Huh. It's probably super healthy for you then.
Oh yeah,
That's what
that
she
one
said.
bar is like that one bar is like 100 calories.
That's not bad.
Hmm.
It's got here, 100 calories. It has 22 grams of carbs,
Yeah, because the fruit.
4 grams of dietary fiber, 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of sodium, or 30 milligrams of sodium, 17 grams of total sugars, 332 milligrams of potassium. Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
delicious.
Sounds healthy.
Heck yeah, man.
This
Well, that's good.
one bar will fucking fill you up. It fills me up.
Well, considering our primary food groups are Monitor Light and energy drinks.
Yeah.
I'm actually eating right now. Oh, it's
Mike
good.
Richards says he doesn't eat fruit bars without chemtrails in it.
You know, he's entirely accurate. Really.
Delicious chemtrails.
Think about it.
Oh,
It's a
love it.
rainbow
Delicious
of chemtrails.
chemtrails.
Oh, 100%. Schroeder got some pretty
Really
badass
refreshing.
pins today at the
Some
Um,
chemtrails?
some chemtrails. No, some badass pins at the flea market today. I don't know.
Oh,
if-
nice.
I did. I got a bunch of them. I actually got a set of right in front of me because I'm happy with the score. I got these for $17. All these.
Oh, cool.
There's those ones.
That's awesome.
There's those ones. And those ones. $17.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah. That's killer deal. Killer deal. I scolded the gentleman. I was like, "How dare you appeal to my inner
Man child.
whatever that is?" Yeah.
That's awesome. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, man. Those pins, each one of these were, and these are the pins that you get while, I guess, these are the pins you get while you're at Disney. They're all official Disney and LucasArts licensed.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, so these, I mean, they even have the little stupid,
Oh, the Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
even
Oh, yeah.
thing on the back. So, I mean, think about it, man. If you went to the place where you get these,
Oh, pfft.
each one was probably $15.
Oh, 100%
Probably.
guarantee. 100% guarantee.
Yeah, you go to Disneyland and get them, you're gonna pay $1 million. It's a $280 stay here. I got for
No doubt. No, you just got that for a
I'll
steal.
take them.
You just got
Yeah.
that for a steal.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My week was pretty uneventful. I
That was something else I did.
spent the week played Left 4 Dead 2 with James.
Oh,
Forgot
yeah.
how fun.
Yeah, we played some Left 4 Dead 2.
I forgot how fun that game was. It's just it's so nice not really having. Obviously, you have an objective, but not having to worry about really watching where you're shooting and what you're doing. You just literally point, aim, and kill hordes of zombies.
Just unload. Kill
It's
thousands of zombies.
such a relief just being able just to like literally just press and hold a button, just move the mouse back and forth, and you just are just laying waste to hundreds and hundreds of zombies.
You're Ramboing them.
And the crazy thing is too, that's a game. I'm assuming because it's on Steam, the graphics are actually not bad at all.
They held up.
Uh,
They really held up.
2008, Left 4 Dead 2 came out, I think.
I thought it was 9.
Maybe 2009. So you got to think a 10-year-old game, which you would think would have pretty shitty graphics, actually has some really good graphics. And I'm assuming because it's on a PC, as well as because Steam owns the company. Steam owns Valve, and Valve is the
Well,
company.
no. Other way around. Valve owns Steam.
Valve owns Steam. Sorry. So I'm assuming they put updates in there to keep the graphics relevant, and because when you shoot
DirectX support.
when you shoot the zombies, you do see the blood and stuff, which is what you wouldn't expect for a game that
You
old.
see the
so,
guts fly everywhere.
Yeah,
I shot a zombie and I saw its intestines fall out.
yeah.
I'm like, that's rad.
So yeah, that was super fun. It's an awesome game, just basically casual with not having to worry about stupid battle royale features and dying in 2 seconds, and
Yeah.
Having
obviously
to remember every damn piece of every damn gun out there. And,
Yep.
so
ugh,
it's fun. Obviously,
free to play
you
that
can
game.
get jacked up by hordes of zombies and die anyways, but it's different. It's still fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Mark played that, and then obviously played some Call of Duty the other night, Apex. And then that was pretty much about it. I went up to the mountains 2 days ago, I think it was.
Didn't you go to the Grand Canyon?
No,
Or
we
was
ended
that-
up yeah, because that was last Friday. Well, not Friday, 2 days ago. We didn't go to the Grand Canyon just because the weather wasn't, because that's the top of Arizona. So
Yeah.
we ended up going to the mountains, which is closer. So ended up was up 9,000 feet in the air, kind of looking down on the city. There was snow, which is pretty cool. We made snowballs.
Yeah, there was snow here today
Yeah, I heard about
too.
that. It
Yeah, there's
snowed.
fucking snow.
I heard
I had to fucking scrape off my car this morning.
I heard you guys woke up and you guys had snow on the ground.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Guess who did not?
But it's crazy
These
though.
guys.
So on the ground it was 88 degrees. We
Oh
got
man,
up,
that's chilly.
yeah, we got up to the top of the mountain, and it was 45.
Oh man, that's terrible. Oh
Yeah.
boy, 45 degrees.
Well, in retrospect, but it's just crazy.
man.
Like all you're
yeah,
doing is going
the
up.
huge dip.
Yeah. So, and then we took pictures. We walked up. We walked out in the mountain. You can see the whole land. It was
That's
gorgeous.
a lot of degrees, bro.
Ended up realizing that we had no more gas. We were on E, 9,000 feet in the air. So we were like, fuck, what are we going to do? So we turn around, and I essentially just coasted the whole entire way down the mountain. Nicole's like, how the fuck did this even happen? I'm like, I don't know. Just wasn't paying attention. I was too interested in going up
The
the mountain.
scenery.
Pretty sure that had something to do with magic in a young girl's
yeah.
heart.
Those are the pictures I sent you, James. I don't know if I sent
Oh,
you
yeah.
a picture, Schroeder.
I'm not sure.
But
Was that of you coasting down the mountain?
yep. So we would just we have coasting down the mountain. Obviously, you putting the brakes on and stuff like that. But it was it was awesome. And then looking at the temperature in the car, and it just started skyrocketing the further we got back down to the ground.
Oh shit.
So Walker, I got a story to tell you.
Yeah.
When you text me, you're like, yeah, I'm going to the Grand Canyon. You know, Nicole wants to go to the Grand Canyon. And I thought you were going to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Little did I know that you lied.
We were
Immediately
supposed to go.
immediately after I read that text, I'm looking through my Google News, and this is like this is a few hours afterwards.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm looking at the Google News, and it's like 2 people found dead at the bottom of in the Grand Canyon. I'm like, did this motherfucker just like fall off the Grand Canyon and die?
And that was one of the reasons why we didn't go, because we didn't want to take the kids. Because we looked at the news.
Oh yeah.
2 tourists were taking a picture with their phone, leaning over the edge of the Grand Canyon, and they
Like
fell
idiots.
into the Grand Canyon and died.
What? How do you? Why?
They
What's
jumped the
wrong with
fence.
Why? Well, I see. It
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It don't make sense to me. Why would you? How can you look at a scenario? I mean, God bless these people for they fell off a cliff, but
Hey, that's natural selection at its finest. Darwin was right.
Yeah.
One less idiot in the breeding pool.
Yeah, they
guess
were
that's
part
a
of a
good way of
tour.
putting it.
They were part of a tour group. Why the tour guide didn't stop them, I don't know. But yeah,
he probably did. He was like, "You see that pole over there? That's all
Yeah.
rusted and kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Don't lean on that." And they
Yeah.
were like, they was too busy in their cell phones.
Yeah, they had their cell
Like
phones.
goddamn Game Boys.
The
And
they were-
fucking cell phone culture,
Yeah,
man.
they were leaning over the cliff with their cell phone, like looking straight down, and they fell over the cliff. I think it was like a couple hundred feet. I think that they dropped, maybe 1,000 some feet. They dropped. They found the bodies, but obviously they were dead.
yeah, obviously.
yeah,
they
of
was
course.
Like,
Yeah.
every pole in their fucking they were mush.
So that was one of the reasons we're like, is it safe to take 2 kids there? Probably not. I think that's something we'll wait until my parents come down.
no. Here's the thing. It's safe if you just fucking don't have shit ass kids who would just jump a goddamn fence. It's like,
Yeah. Ours wouldn't,
obviously
but
high enough.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't even be close enough to see over the edge of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
You're
what
not.
I mean? Like, I'd get there and I'd be like, wow, look at all that hole.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, that was good.
Yeah,
You know?
like there's plenty of ways to see the Grand Canyon without literally going to the very edge of the Grand
cliff
Canyon.
looking over it.
So
Where you go? Where you expect to look and
Yeah.
see?
yeah,
You're gonna see dirt and rocks. You're gonna see the same shit.
Exactly.
You see top, but further away.
That's exactly why I'm not I don't see the appeal of the Grand Canyon, to be 100% honest with you,
Yeah.
because it's a fucking hole. It's a
Yeah.
big old hole in the ground.
yeah, and so that's one reason why we're
I
like,
could dig one in my backyard right now.
my
You know,
parents
it
are.
used to be filled with gutter oil.
I did.
That's what created it. Actually. It was started as a puddle.
Yeah, my parents are coming down in a week and a half, so we decided after they get here, we'll take a trip, just me and her by ourselves there, without the boys.
Make
so,
sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Scope out the area.
Yeah, do us all a favor and don't fucking
Oh, never.
looking over so hard.
No, never. So yeah, that was one of the reasons why, on top of it being a little colder. But yeah, we saw that, and I showed it. I literally, after I messaged you, I showed Nicole that. I was like,
A little fucking cold. What was it? 70 degrees?
it was the high 50s.
Oh my god, that's so chilly. It was 25 degrees outside today. God damn it.
So
It was a beautiful
and
80 degrees.
when I showed Nicole that, I was like, "You sure you still want to go to the Grand Canyon?" She's like, "What do you mean?" So I got 2 people fell off and fell down and died. And she's like,
But more
"What?"
importantly, it's in the high 50s.
It is in the high 50s. But that was so we went to the mountains and then but that was still cool though. That was cool to actually explore up the mountains and stuff like that. So there's a lot to do here. So there'll be plenty of weekend adventures. So
Yeah, that's always cool.
yeah,
On the Big Rock Candy Mountain,
always.
Walker and his girl walking up the side of hills.
Boom,
Dump
boom,
it
boom.
up it all.
One day we'll
Good
take a
song.
trip
What's the
to
song?
California. California is only about 4 hours away,
That's
depending
not
on
bad.
where you go. The Pacific Ocean's 6, the edge of California is 4, so that's kind of cool.
You could step over to California.
Yeah, and
Just
then
be
you
like,
have
hey, I'm in California. Let me leave.
the Four Corners. The Four Corners
yeah.
is about 6.5 hours away, where you can put your whole body and each limb in a different state.
You could play Twister
Exactly.
and be in 4 different states. There we go.
Supposedly, somebody found out. I guess that Four Corners isn't accurate. I guess it's actually like a couple inches off. That where it's actually indicated that the 4 states actually line up perfectly, they actually don't line up perfectly. Supposedly, I guess.
See, now I can't fucking believe anything anymore.
Yeah. Supposedly somebody, I don't know how they fucking would even go about even measuring that first off. Because there's an actual giant ass memorial that has like these lines, it's all stone and it's this beautiful looking thing. But supposedly someone found out that it's actually one of the states is actually over a couple inches. So it's
God
not
damn it.
and obviously there's stories that contradict what he says, and so who knows? It's like one of the conspiracy
Next thing you
theories.
know, you're gonna tell me freaking Gravity Hill's not real.
It's the flat earth, baby.
Flat
But yeah, that was my week, and then I'll be streaming probably tomorrow because Nicole works, and then so don't know what game. I do want to get
Cool.
like Call of Duty. So
I'll be streaming then. Yeah, maybe
Word.
it'll fucking update this time.
heck yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we went to play Call of Duty, not realizing that there was an 11 gig update that was going to take 7 hours. So we all go fucking play it, and it was like, oh, psych! I'm not
Well,
playing
no,
it.
you were
I
like,
was the only one.
yeah, you were the only one. Me and Miller were just like,
Yep.
oh, hey, let's play some Call of Duty. Oh,
Yep.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go play, guys. Oh, by the way, never mind.
7 hours, bro?
Well, it's because I was playing a game and then I quit playing the game and then it skyrocketed to like an hour. But after the game
Yeah, you
downloads,
were playing Solitaire.
yeah, I started playing Solitaire, waiting for it to. I was streaming Solitaire, waiting for it to load. Unbeknownst that the other streamers were playing Uno at the same time, so that was funny. But yeah, that was my week. You want to go into the news, or what do you guys want to do?
Well, hold on. Where can they find you guys, Jeff? Where can they find you on the places? And
The Twitch, twitch.tv/Screen Gaming. And then on Instagram too sometimes, and YouTube. I do YouTube. And it's all terrible. So if you want to see some terrible content, come hang out. Or don't. It doesn't really matter.
Myself, you can find me at
Oh,
Cam.
it's-
Oh, go ahead, James. Sorry.
I was gonna say, Jeff, you pick, but I guess Walker.
Oh, well, it got
Yeah,
quiet
well-
there, so you're the one that said it, so I was gonna let you go
Fill in
last.
the empty air.
Yeah, I was filling in the void.
There you go.
Captain
Sorry, I made the void.
Captain underscore Geach Instagram. Sorry, not Instagram. Captain underscore Geach Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and then just straight Captain Geach 15 on Instagram. My new Instagram profile since my underscore got hacked and deleted.
Hack.
I turned my fitness profile into my gaming profile because I'm not doing anything fitness-wise recently. So maybe one day I'll get back into it. What about you, James? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch when I feel like streaming with friends. Twitch.tv/People8Studios. You can find me on YouTube when I'm playing with other friends on YouTube.com/People8Studios, and you can find me on Twitter if you want to know what I'm doing with my life. Nothing. Spoiler alert. At PeopleAHate10.
Boom. And new from
Oh.
last week. I don't think we had this last week. Where
did
can we
not.
find this amazing podcast, James?
Hold on. Let me pull it up on Twitter. You can find this not only on the wonderful site that is Podbean.com. People like level unlock podcast.podbean.com or wherever you find your wonderful podcast. You can also find us on. Wait for it.
Drum roll.
At LVL Unlocked Pod. I had to abbreviate because Level Unlocked Podcast was too long and Level Unlocked was too long too. So LVL Unlocked Pod
On.
Okay.
on Twitter.
Oh, we have a Twitter now.
We have a Twitter now.
Where did you get
Boom.
a Twitter from?
When I made it, like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
In hopes that I was emailing one of the ladies.
In hopes Podbean Senpai would notice us.
Exactly. And utilizing the social media for the podcast, feel free to throw a follow on there, comment, throw us any concerns, as well as our Discord. We do have a Discord. We're trying to find a way how to promote that a little bit better.
Yep.
It is the Level Unlock Podcast Discord. There is links out there if you would like it. Obviously, message us, as well as levelunlockedpodcast@gmail.com.
.com.
So what do we got, James?
Alright, so there's a bunch of things that went on in the news today. Well, not today, in the week.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about the Apple event?
Yeah, I can talk about good old the Apple.
Oh boy.
Good old Tim Cook event.
Always.
What's Apple baking up?
So on Monday, for those who didn't know, Apple had their inaugural, not their inaugural, but their annual Apple event in March, where shockingly, they did not release a phone. But what they did release was much more. So coming out, one of their biggest things I feel, well, they did a bunch of big things, but one of the biggest ones is called the Apple Arcade. And what the Apple Arcade is, it is a paid service. It is a stream paid service for games. They haven't released the price, but I'm assuming probably $10 a month, kind of like Netflix, that gives you unlimited access to 100 paid games. The games will be either exclusive to Apple, or they will be made by the bigger companies, but they will be for the iPad, the Mac, as well as your phone. And
They have a lot of big names attached to it.
yeah, EA is
They
one
got
of
some-
them, Ubisoft.
Sega,
Yep.
Snowman. You know, there's some pretty big names involved in it.
It is releasing this fall. There's going to be over 100 games, and obviously games throughout time will be added monthly. There will be monthly exclusives, things along those lines. But essentially what it is, you pay per month, and it gives you the ability to download the games, play them offline.
That's the big thing, playing them offline.
Yep. Playing any game offline. There is no ads. There is no in-game purchases, which is amazing, and it allows the ability for you to jump simultaneously from one Apple device to the other, continuation of the game that you are playing. So you're on your phone and you want to switch to your Mac, it'll automatically continue the game in the exact spot where you left it on your Mac. Then you want to go to your iPad, it'll do the same thing. So it's pretty cool. It is their cloud-based streaming service. As well, like I said, it gives you the ability to download the game and play it offline, airplane mode, anywhere and always is what they're calling it. But the Apple Arcade. And
Okay,
go ahead.
here's my question for you guys about the Apple Arcade. They didn't announce a price, right?
No, I'm assuming it'll probably be $10 though.
No, there's no way in hell it would only be $10.
You don't think so?
No way in hell.
Oh,
There's
but
no
doesn't
way
it
they could afford it.
$10. Yeah. all
Yeah,
those
there's no way they
license
could afford it. Yeah.
But you got to
I
think,
think-
how many iPhones are there though? Aren't there like 1 billion iPhones in the world?
Yeah,
Or
but
something
still,
stupid.
It's a lot of iPhones.
this isn't.
iPhones.
This is more gauged towards like your upper middle class.
Yeah.
The people who are going on business trips all the time. So I mean, last time I checked, EA and Ubisoft are not cheap dates. They
No.
are definitely not cheap dates. What I think for it to get into like a nice sweet spot where it's gonna appeal to like entice people and still like make Apple even a bit of money, $25 a month.
Yeah, I can see that because one of the bigger things, the graphics they're going for are the graphics of Battlefield, not Battlefield, Borderlands, Link, the one for the Switch.
Like cell
Bro-
shading and whatnot.
Yeah, they're going for the actual like 3D games. Like there'll be games like that on it.
My
really
favorite
want to
Nintendo
see a
Switch
3D
game,
game.
Link.
Well, not Link. You know what I mean?
I know.
You
Breath
know,
of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, Zelda. Sorry.
So that's Apple coming out with this thing?
It's called
Yeah.
the Apple Arcade. It is there because you know how like Google is getting to theirs with the Google Stadia, Amazon's having theirs, Walmart wants to have theirs. You have
who's
um
finally there's really going to be the Walmart gaming console.
Yep.
After all these years, all I've ever wanted really was a Walmart gaming console. It's got a big smiley face on it.
Sony has theirs, Microsoft has
Amazing.
theirs, so Apple has theirs, but it's not geared towards the games of the other companies. It's geared towards Apple only. Apple's basically doing their own thing to not necessarily compete with your Sony, compete with your Microsoft, compete with Google, but at the same time take a slice out of that $78 billion gaming pie that is, but they're doing their own thing because obviously mobile gaming is huge. I would say out of that $78 billion gaming industry, I would say half is probably from in-game app purchases.
Oh yeah.
God,
I would say maybe even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give it a good like 60-some %.
And none of these games will have in-game app purchases. Basically, they'll all come with their own updates, their own specialized features.
Yeah,
things
isn't
like
it
that.
like monthly updates?
Yeah, monthly updates. It'll just be like real, actual physical video games, just without you can't buy anything inside the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will have the graphics of like the Breath of the Wild, the Borderlands, as well as
Things
you'll
that
have
they know the server should be able to handle.
as well as your like kid games, things along those lines. They said that
Yeah.
there's gonna be games for everybody and anybody.
Everyone.
And it's gonna start when it launches this fall. There will be a little over 100 different games to choose from, and then they will add more. And essentially, how the people who develop these games get their money back is off downloads.
Yeah.
So basically, if you have one of the top downloaded games out of this 100 games, you'll get the most money, the biggest piece of the pie. The least downloaded won't get as much. So
Makes sense. It's
they're-
like Netflix.
yeah, they're not really going towards games that like me and you can make. They're going with the companies that are already established. Not necessarily the big names, but the names of the people who make app games, like the company that makes Silver Surfer, or Subway Surfer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Say Butthole Surfer.
Yeah, Butthole Surfer.
But I'll take a look.
Ouch, that's actually a band.
The company that makes
Really?
like Trivia Crack and Candy Crush, things like that. Those
Yeah.
are the companies that they're allowing to have their games on this server.
Yeah. I'm just worried about, the developers who do make paid apps
Mhm.
that aren't going to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Because
That's some decent studios, man.
yeah, I'm worried that, hey, why would I spend, this $4.99 for this game when I can have all these games
With all of the content,
With
no
all the
DLC.
content. for like included in this subscription?
But at the same time, though, it makes the people who aren't in this paid subscription work harder because the bigger you are outside of this paid subscription, Apple is going to start bringing those companies in to make games exclusively for Apple. And so you're on the outside looking in. You want to be in that paid subscription because at the end, then you are getting a larger chunk of money, things along those lines, and that way Apple is then paying you exclusively, instead of getting a pay per buy. So right
Yeah.
now I can go and buy a 99-cent game. The company who makes it gets,
I think
however,
it's 50-50, I thought.
I think they get half the revenue, um, and it doesn't matter. Um, but at the end of the day, so now, okay, I need to make a game that gets downloaded a shit ton. So next month, Apple was asking me to join them in their paid subscription.
Yeah, but how are you going to get there?
Just by
Is the question, because, like, you know, okay, Stan the businessman
yeah,
isn't going to fucking care about your, you know, fantastic game, you know, that's winning all these awards, that's, you know, just huge, because it costs money. While I'm already paying for this service here, that gives me all this more, you know?
so because like at this, then I think that makes the content creators they have to come up with a game that's innovative, that
Yeah.
gets people to want to buy their game separate from Apple's service. And Apple's gonna see this independent game making all this money, and then Apple's like, okay, shit, they're making a lot of money. Let's grab them and make them a part of our service. So it makes the content creators change how they think to make
Yeah.
them develop something new and innovative.
But there's still a lot, like, there's still a lot of stuff out there. Like, it is, you know, there is innovative stuff
Yeah.
still out there, but it always takes a back seat to, you know, other shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's a game that came out on the PS4 or an Xbox One called Mad Max.
Yep.
You know, that was a great game.
That was a game.
The
yeah,
only
that was a great game. Yeah.
the only thing that happened, like, no one fucking talks about it. You
No.
know why? It came out the exact same day as Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yep.
The exact same day. Nobody was fucking playing Mad Max.
Nope.
I can tell you that right now. I sure as hell wasn't. I was running around Afghanistan as Naked Snake
Yep.
with fucking Diamond Dog shooting Russians.
Exactly. And I think it's a transition, but at the same time now you have all these companies that are in Apple's cahoots, that are in this paid service, and then you have all these other companies from the outside. And Apple has 100,000 apps on their phone. They have I think like 60,000 games plus probably 50,000 games that you can download. So obviously there's going to be companies that are going to lose out, but it's up to those companies that are losing out to come up with something innovative to get Apple's attention, to have them join Apple on the journey. And it's basically, now you're a company on the outside looking in. How am I going to make the next Candy Crush? Is essentially how you got to look at it as. Like, how am I going to make the game that's going to take 1 billion people want to download it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Their next biggest thing is Apple TV Plus. It is their streaming service of their independent TV shows and movies. It is separate from what Netflix has. It's not going to have your old movies, old TV shows, or anything like that. It is going to have new movies, new TV shows that are specifically made for Apple TV Plus. They already have a bunch of movies in the works. Characters like Jason Momoa, who played Aquaman.
I can't believe you just fucking called him Jason Momoa.
Hey, that's how I like to say his name. It's not actually what his name is, but
no, Jason. I call him that all the time as a fucking joke.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe you actually said it.
So you have him. You have Haley Steinfeld, Jennifer Aniston, a bunch of other characters. What the hell was his name? The main character from The Office, and
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. People like that who are they've been filming these movies already that are going to be a part of the Apple TV Plus.
it's been very like closed lip. I'm
Yeah.
surprised nothing leaked.
Yep. None of these movies have ever been
God,
heard
they're
of
gonna-
until now.
They're gonna
Yeah.
bring the next season of Office out on Apple TV.
Yep.
I have to buy it.
Oh yeah, no, I would buy that for that shit.
There's a
I know, me
movie
too.
that it's the next version. Do you guys know what the Bird Box is?
Yes.
Where you can't
I didn't
see.
mind it.
They're making their own movie, except basically what happens: a giant war takes place, and people go into hiding. A lot of people die. They emerge from the war to come find out they're all deaf.
Simpsons did it.
So
Yeah.
So there's
Sure,
a
they
movie
did.
basically now they have to use sign language now in their own ways because
Yeah,
they can't hear
that's-
anything.
That's a
Um,
little bit better than the Bird Box. That's a
yeah.
better premise than Bird Box.
Stephen King is exclusive to Apple now.
Wow.
He is making films
It's crazy.
as well as a TV show for Apple.
Wow.
J.J. Abrams is also making movies for Apple, and Oprah Winfrey is now also exclusive to Apple, making a TV show and a film for Apple, as well as she has kind of like a talk show about books.
Hey, you know what? Those are some big names.
Yeah.
Those are some big names.
And they were all exclusive to the Apple TV Plus, which once again is a paid subscription for Apple only, and they'll have its own TV shows and things along those lines.
It's just another thing to make, my fucking monthly bill even bigger.
Apple News Plus is their other thing. They are revamping their news app on their phones that makes it easier to basically get every magazine, every newspaper in the world in one location for a set price.
Now that's convenient.
Yeah.
That's really convenient.
Where you basically scroll through and everything like that. So they're revamping that. And the last piece was the Apple credit card. Apple is releasing their own credit card. They are partnering with Apple.
With Apple's partnering with Apple?
No, sorry, they were partnering with MasterCard. The card is essentially going to be absolutely ridiculous, and you probably have to have pretty perfect credit to get it. It's going to be made out of stainless steel, the card is. So it's going to be a pretty hefty card. 2.5% cash back on every transaction. Not just like gas and food. 2.5% back on every transaction. No late fees. No hidden fees. Anything along those lines. There is cash advances as well as over the limit. So if you purchase something, it'll allow you to a certain amount go over the max that your card allows you to do. Without charging you extra fees, and there's no late fees.
That's stupid.
Yeah. The interest is retardedly low.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to find how much the interest is. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm trying to find it. Hang on a second.
No, that's just crazy though. Yeah, you must have to have like 750 credit for like your entire goddamn life.
And
I will never even be able to touch that thing.
The card will automatically sync with your phone. That it'll keep track of all your purchases and transactions. You swipe the card, it'll update on your phone.
See, I told you the fucking chemtrails. This is what it is. They're getting our brains ready for all this mush.
Let me see if I can find it.
Everything's got to talk to everything.
Yep, it's
God
got
damn
to.
it. I want a game where I pick up a gun and shoot zombies. I want a plastic card that I slide into a thing and get my freaking snacks.
Slide a card where you have fake money to get your snacks.
Fine. I don't want the chip that's attached to the phone, that's attached to my eye, that's attached to my thumb, that's attached to my goddamn scroach. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just shocked by like I want to know what you know what my credit score's already shit as it is. I'm gonna fucking apply for it when it becomes available. I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, I
If
might
they
get
send
in.
me-
You're gonna need people to.
Yo, if I get in, I'll be like, yo, you guys
Oh,
made a
yeah, good one.
mistake. You guys made a big mistake.
Right, you can buy all that. You can buy that love doll you've been talking about.
I know.
yeah.
I've been talking about that love doll for
God,
a
I
while.
might do the same thing. My credit's trash. We'll both do it. We'll get love dolls. We'll go
Yeah,
on double
let's do
dates
it.
together.
Yeah, let's go on double dates with her. I'll go on my date with my Hatsune Miku love doll.
And you'll get
I'll go.
3% cash back on everything you purchase in the App Store. So 3% of everything that you buy inside like apps, like you pay like you buy something like you buy Pokeballs inside of Pokemon Go or whatever, you get 3% back on that,
So what you're saying is,
which is unreal.
I can earn 2% back on my Hatsune Miku love doll,
Exactly.
and then earn 3% back when I download the Japanese Domino's app that has Hatsune Miku in it.
Yep. So it's
Holy shit! I am fucking sold.
Ah!
but yeah, it's unreal. It doesn't I can't find the interest, but there once again
1.7%.
Yeah, right. It's probably like 22, 25.
once
I'm gonna guess.
again it'll be
27.82.
Well, no, he said low. He said it was like stupid low.
it is.
So I'm thinking like
It's gonna be 117%. I swear to God, I guess you.
sub 5.
Yeah, they talk about
Percent?
it. It's just it's stupid low.
Let's see what happens.
But yeah,
An
that's-
Apple money.
so that was the Apple keynote.
Wow, that was some good stuff. That's interesting.
Yeah, man, you dropped a whole bucket of. You dropped a bill of apples on us, bro. A bill of apples.
So,
A bunch of apples like you can find in That's It
A
fruit bars.
bushel.
a bushel of apples. What do you got, James?
All right, so while that was going on, Sony
Dun, dun,
had
dun.
a press conference as well.
At the
Their
same
brand
time.
new, their brand new State of Play.
Yep.
Which is
State
pretty
of
cool.
Play?
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty top tier name if you ask me. That's a nice little play
it's
on
like
PlayStation. Yeah.
State of the Union.
Yeah, exactly. So
State of the
unlike
PlayStation, that's funny.
unlike Apple's, this was kind of eh.
Yeah, that's what
It
I
was
heard.
very meh.
Meh?
Yeah. So it started off with a cool little VR game. A lot of VR games in this.
Yeah.
Which is great for me. This makes me feel like my PlayStation VR will not be collecting dust anytime soon. Probably one of the cooler things they showed off was an Iron Man VR game.
That's pretty cool.
You play as fucking Tony Stark, flying around, shooting your hand lasers and everything.
In VR?
In VR. You're like Tony Stark.
That's fucking cray, bro.
And it's coming out this year.
That's sick.
They talked about Crash Team Racing Nitro Refueled, which
I think I heard of this one.
it's a remake of Crash Team Racing, CTR.
Yep.
What many people say is the best kart racing game.
Heck yeah, man.
I've never played it, so I can't say Mario Kart Wii is still the best. Fuck you. They have a really cool mode, or a really cool like texture pack in it that gives the characters like polygonal like models
Nice.
to make it like a higher res version of the PS1 game. And there's going to be four player split screen battle mode. Hell yeah! I love me my split screen.
That's
Just
pretty
like in Mario Kart.
cool. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
It's a Mario Kart. Mario Kart.
We talked about this, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but we talked about the new No Man's Sky update,
Yeah.
Beyond.
I see that.
So it's getting a VR mode. That's pretty interesting. It showed off a lot of multiplayer stuff. There's some cars in the game. I don't know if that was in there before, but that's pretty neato. Set to come out this summer.
That'll be really cool.
Probably the thing that's got me the most excited was something called Ready Set Heroes.
Okay.
So
It's a
it's
mode?
No, it's a game.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ready Set Heroes is a isometric dungeon crawler, kind of like Baldur's Gate or Diablo, that kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
but it uses all procedurally generated rooms. So just like in Diablo, where it's kind of different every time you play. Here's the real kicker. It's 4 players. It's a 4-player competitive co-op game. So
cool.
what happens is you're split into 2 teams, and you basically race each other through this dungeon to get through it the fastest while collecting, items and weapons and that kind of stuff. And at the end of the dungeon, you get pitted against each other in an arena to see who is the best.
Nice.
And the faster you make it through it, the better buffs and stuff, and the better stuff you get for this final fight at the end.
I like it. That's my kind of game.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun from what I saw. 4-player online and split-screen action, which will, again, be very cool. And that's coming out this year, too.
Nice.
So that's gonna be pretty hype, if you ask me.
I seen that they just sold, that they're celebrating 4.2 million VR sold, which is
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
A bunch of useless technology sitting in people's houses.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. There's some games that are really fun. I want to get the VR for the Star Trek.
Yeah, Bridge Command.
Yeah,
I might pick it up.
I wish, man, if I had that, I'd be streaming that every day. I'd be like, Commander people I hate, load the photonic torpedoes.
Yeah,
You'd
it's
be like, I got you, bro.
I got you, bro. Boo, 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 boo.
Right?
You could get it on PSVR. I might pick it up.
Pretty
Job
cool.
Simulator's fun. Job Simulator is so much fun. I was over at some friends' houses, and we were playing like one of the demo discs that come with it, and they were like, "Oh, Job Simulator." I'm like, "Here, that seems like a bunch of fun. Here, you play it." And they're playing it, and they're just having so much fun. And like the demo ends, they're like, "Oh, the demo's over," and I'm like, "Just fucking buy it.
Yeah,
Just buy it. I don't care."
that's awesome.
There's another game coming out called Blood and Truth. I guess they showed it off at E3. I must have missed it. I wasn't paying attention.
It sounds familiar.
So it's made by London Studios. If I'm not mistaken, they're the ones that made like the Getaway games.
Yeah. Yep.
Which were really fun.
Oh, I love those getaway games. Oh my god.
So think of it like Getaway, but in VR. There's a lot of I put here lots of shooting. Looks like an action movie.
I like it. I like it.
That's coming out May 28th. Let me see if I can scroll down a little bit. There's another game coming out. This one isn't VR. Well, let me go to the last VR game. Well, they showed off a few more VR games, but let me show you the last VR game that they really showed off in Spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
That has Spotlight on. And it really kind of confused me because I didn't think this series has been popular for like a year.
What is it?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, didn't Best Buy release like toys with it?
Yeah, well, everyone does. Yeah, everyone has. But I never thought, I didn't think it was so popular. I didn't think it was popular since like 2015. I haven't really seen anyone talk about it unless your name is MatPat from the Game Theory.
I think it's just the characters kind of stayed relevant because they kind of look cool.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know Sony's making a movie with it. But yeah, coming in VR. It's coming out soon. It's going to have new levels and old levels. Five Nights at Freddy's isn't my thing. I didn't care for the first game, so I never really played it.
I know like Best Buy before I left last year, they released the whole series of just like toys and dolls of the characters and shit. But
yeah,
so I don't know if people just think the characters are cool, so they're like, just release the characters.
Yeah. I mean, they have interesting designs and stuff, but like it's. I don't know. I just thought that was really weird. I was just looking at it with such confusion. I was like, is this still even a really popular thing anymore? I didn't think so.
I think it's more the characters in the game. People like the characters.
Yeah.
If I were to guess, I think that's what it is.
I think that's the thing. It's like the kids love the characters.
Because stuff that Grayson watches will have like those characters, like the bear and shit, will randomly like pop up. like they'll randomly show up. Have nothing to do with the video, but so I think that's why.
They'll just show up in the thumbnails, clickbait.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what kept it relevant.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Me neither.
But good for the guy though. The
Yeah.
guy that made it. Good for him.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. They also talked about a game called Observation. So, think of the best way I like to describe this is: have you ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Mhm.
You know, HAL the computer, the HAL, like, what is it, HAL 9000?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, imagine being HAL.
Nice.
So it's the game of the space station. It's made by, I do believe it's published by Devolver Digital,
Okay.
who's been developing some pretty bangers recently. Yeah, it says you're not in the space station, you are the space station.
I remember
So-
when I used to be a space station.
Yeah, how was it?
Glorious.
Jeff, you gotta elaborate on that now.
All right, so check it out. First problem I had with it was that they don't warn you about the little tiny asteroids that fly at 10,000 million miles an hour through
Oh,
space
no.
and time.
No, they
The
wouldn't,
ones that
because
are-
that would look bad in the brochure.
You know, they're making a brochure for us. For the space station. I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
and then the whole thing where there's no real air ventilation.
No.
Because they're always recycling it, so the air constantly smells like fart.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it wasn't the best experience, really. They chalked it up. They made it sound like it was gonna be amazing, and it was. Did I hear you say something about Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Yeah. Sony's
Sony?
still trying to make it. Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone's feeling right now.
Okay, Sony.
Y'all need to stop, please. You made some good movies
Watch it,
recently.
dude. Watch
But-
it win like.
Fucking every award.
Yeah,
God,
watch
they
it be
won't.
Up there with the new Spider-Man.
Oh my god, I know.
No, don't you even put that trash anywhere near Into the Spider-Verse. The second best Spider-Man movie ever made.
Aim right. What smells like farts? The
Space.
space station.
Yeah, the space station smells like parts.
Always.
The space
Um,
station because it's always It's like recycled farts. Yeah, there's stinky smells.
But yeah, so that's coming out May 21st. That's
that'll
gonna be
be
a neat one.
Yep.
Next game they talked about was a game called Concrete Genie. It has a really interesting, I don't even know how to describe it, art style. It's weird. It's almost like imagine if a picture book was brought, like they animated a picture book.
Okay.
Where it's like very simplistic art style for like the face.
Yeah.
So like the mouth and eyes are moving, but everything else is kind of like very basic. You play as this kid who has to paint the world to like give it color. So it reminds me a lot of the game Okami, which is a fantastic game if no one's ever played it.
That's kind of
If
cool.
any of you guys haven't played it.
I've heard
And
of it.
like you paint these like monsters on the wall and stuff, and like to solve puzzles. It seems like a really cool game. It's getting a VR mode later, so I guess that's another VR game. It's coming out this fall.
Like a little
So
big
that-
planet, but with drawing.
Kinda.
Hmm.
Showed off a new trailer for Days Gone coming out April 26th. No one cares. I sure as hell don't care about Days Gone.
Not anymore. I don't. I care about a new zombie game.
Then, oh boy, did they make a fucking banger of a trailer here. Mortal Kombat 11.
Nice.
The Mortal Kombat 11 trailer is one of the best trailers I've seen in years. They showed off Jax, Kung Lao, and Liu Kang, and just to a phenomenal soundtrack. I highly suggest.
Didn't they put
After-
in there the
af-
split when he punched the dude in the nuts like a mirage
Yeah!
to the original movie? Yeah.
Yeah, a mirage, an homage.
A homage, not a mirage. Yeah.
Yeah, so that actually got me hyped for the game. Basically, so the story is, I guess there's characters from the past and from the present,
Nice.
or the present and the future. I can't tell which. Interacting with each other. So, like, you have Johnny Cage, like, current Johnny Cage, interacting with young Johnny Cage when he was, like, you know, back when he was, like, a cool little, like, action movie star before he became a grizzled old action movie star.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I seen that part where they said that they paid homage to the original Mortal Kombat when he did a split and punched that dude with the forearms in the nuts. I was like, that's awesome. Those
I'm
Mortal
watching the
Kombat
preview
games,
now.
those Mortal Kombat games are always crazy. The fatalities,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, I might pick up Mortal Kombat 11. I haven't really sat down and played a Mortal Kombat game since
I don't even remember last time I did one.
2.
It's been a while. I know
Been
I
a
played the
long
newer
while.
ones, but fucking the fatalities are just disgusting. Ripping
Oh yeah, it's great.
your
Ah.
spine out of your throat or your asshole or whatever. It's just fucking. They're pretty insane.
Yeah. But I would highly recommend you guys, after listening to the podcast or what have
Get
you,
your bodies
going
in half.
and looking up the Mortal Kombat 11 trailer from State of Play. It is fantastic.
I think I got a plan right now. There's no audio, but I'm watching a fight scene between.
Oh, you need to watch it with the audio.
Oh yeah. Look,
You need
Raiden
to
just
watch
walked
it with the audio.
At least I think this is Raiden. Yeah, it's not Raiden.
All right.
It's Red Raiden.
There's so many new characters now.
Yeah, there are. But yeah, that was the State of Play. Very meh. Extreme meh going on with it.
For what?
The Sony event.
It wasn't very eventful. Blah, blah, blah.
No, it wasn't great.
Which is kind of depressing because Sony
It is.
has supposed to be having a lot of things being released, but it makes me to believe that certain games that used to be Sony exclusive aren't anymore, like Borderlands and not Borderlands.
Borderlands was
it wasn't exclusive, but things like your Final Fantasies and all that other stuff. So
Wasn't Mirror Edge an exclusive for
No.
a while?
No, that came out on a 360 as well.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was
They're
it
gonna
was a
have
very
more, so.
lackluster. Yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna have more. It could only get better from here,
yeah,
is
True.
what I keep telling myself.
supposedly they're gonna have another one right before E3.
Oh, probably during E3, I would assume.
Yeah, I would assume
Around that
probably
time.
during it. They said it was slated for because E3 is what, June?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
or
said
mid-June.
the next one was going to be mid-June, which I'm assuming
Yeah.
will either be right before E3 or right in the middle of E3, because they're not part of it.
Yeah, which is smart. I mean, Nintendo hasn't been a part of it for years.
Yeah, and then the only real company that's going to be a part of it is Microsoft, and then
Microsoft, EA, and I think Ubisoft are really the three big
Yeah, that's
people in it.
Microsoft is going to be they're basically starting. They're going to be building it around Microsoft now, with the other
Yeah.
companies kind of having their own thing, with the other like EA and all them other ones when they release their games because they're cross-platform. So not
Yeah.
cross-platform, but they release their games to every.
Yeah, it's cross-platform.
Every system, so Sony can't have them exclusively.
Multi-platform,
To them, so,
there we
yeah,
go.
multi-platform. Yeah, not cross-platform. So, what else you got in the news realm?
So we got like a definite confirmation that the Xbox One S All Digital Edition is becoming a thing.
Yep.
Or as one of the guys I listened to on one of the podcasts called it, the X-Bone Sad.
The Xbox without a disc tray.
Exactly. I forget when that's coming out, but that's going to be a thing. We also got news on the Sega front during one of their events.
What is Sega been up to?
Sega's been up to making some pretty banging video games, some really good ones.
Okay.
But they're releasing
Sega.
well, I guess it would be the Genesis Mini here in the U.S., but the Mega Drive Mini.
Yep.
So pretty much just like how Nintendo and I wouldn't even consider Sony,
Sony
but how Nintendo.
Sony's was a flop, so Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo with their NES Classic and then the Super Nintendo Classic. Sega's jumping in to make a Sega Genesis
Yep.
Mini.
Nice.
They're getting
totally-
into the world.
I totally thought they already did that.
No, not an official one. Well, okay, they made some official ones, just not anyone made by Sega themselves.
For
They're all
this
by the
reason.
company.
Yeah,
Something
Yeah.
that's intended to actually compete with those other devices.
yeah, because you
Yeah.
can go to Dollar General and get one of those classic systems where you
A
plug in,
very shitty
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
all through RCA, not HDMI or anything like that. So
Well, not even that. It does a shitty emulation job. Like, the
Yeah.
speed is, like, fucked up, or the graphics have a lot of glitches, or,
yeah,
it's just not a good experience.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there
It's like
is
a not
those
set up
systems
very
out
high.
there. Like
Yeah.
there is those systems out there, but like he said, they're not actually made by Sega themselves. They were
Yeah.
third partied, but Sega allowed them to use the emulators to put onto the system.
And the games, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Now, what's cool about this, and I don't know if either Jeff or Walker, if one of you guys can look it up, see if the game list has been released, but there's going to be 40 games on it.
mhm.
Wow.
That's a lot of games. And it's going to be using standard USB controllers. Thank
Kinda cool.
Christ! Finally! Standard USB controllers for the game. So, I mean, like, I could just take any USB controller, in theory, and just map it to work on this. If I don't want to use it, or I can use that controller on my PC for if I want to, say play a Sega Classic game on my PC. Jeff, did you find anything?
I'm looking it up.
All right, cool. I can ramble on some more about it.
Yeah.
I never had a Genesis.
I did. Some of
Did
the best
you?
games in the whole world
I got a Genesis
are on
maybe
that
like
system. Oh.
6 or 7 years ago. My aunt gave it to me for free for helping her clean her house. And boy, was it a trash one. Full of cat hair and
But
a lot of trash, and the reset button doesn't work.
Did you get the game list?
I did.
All right, let's go through the game list. Let's go.
All right. Oh, hold on. I clicked on it and made it smaller. Okay.
All right. Well, me and Walker will talk about while you're naming off the games, we should talk about if it deserves to be on there.
All right. I'll be quick about it because, like you said, there's a lot of them on here.
Yeah, there's
So-
40 fucking games.
And if you guys don't, if you've never even heard of the game, then just tell me you never heard of it because there's
Yeah.
some of these I've never even heard of. Oh, what does it say here? Aimrite says the customer base for this are people who don't know how to emulate. They just got Retro 5. Okay, so we got Adventure Pack, Air Hockey, Alex Kidd in High Tech World.
Ooh, Alex Kidd games are good.
Yep, they got the High Tech World, Miracle World, Enchanted Castle, and the Lost Stars.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. I scrolled down, there we go. Alien Storm, Altered Beast. That's a classic. Altered
Yeah, it
Beast
is.
is great.
Oh,
Arrow-
Ultra Beast is great.
Yeah. Arrow Flash,
Okay.
Baku Animal, Bomber, Bunzanza Bros, There's a lot of games here, dudes. There really is. Bottle Taps Race. We're still in the B's. Break the Fire Line, Bubble Master, Cannon, Shaken, the Forever Man, Checker Chess, Columns 3, Comic Zone. that was my
Ooh,
favorite.
Comic Zone's
That's a good
great.
one. That's a
Collins
really-
game is big.
Yeah, column games are good. Good little
Crackdown,
puzzlers.
Okay.
Cross the Road, Curling 2010, Decap Attack, Doctor.
Ooh, Decap Attack's good.
I don't remember that one off the top.
It's the
of my
one
head.
where you're running around and you can like throw your head at people. It's a side-scroller platformer.
I do remember that one. That was good.
You're a mummy.
Yeah. Dr. Robotnik's Man
Mean Bean
Machine.
Mean
Isn't that-
Bean Machine.
isn't that
Yeah.
the, pinball machine one?
Yeah.
No, that's the puzzle. I think that's the puzzle game one.
I don't
Okay.
remember. I know
think
you're
you're
talking
right.
about though.
That's it for the column. eSWAT City Under Siege, Eternal Champions, Fantasy Zone The Maze, Fatal Act, Fight or Lose, Fish Story, Fish Tank Live. What did they try to do? One of those type of things then?
That's weird.
Flicky, Gain Ground, Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Hangman, Hexagons, Jax P's, Jewel Magic, Jewel Master, Kid Chameleon. I think. I
Ooh,
remember
yeah,
that one.
Kid Chameleon.
Yeah, Mojang.
That's a
and
classic.
Mojang Solitaire, Maze 2010, The Future, Memory, Mortal Kombat 3 and 2,
Okay.
Mr. Balls, Naval Power, Fantasy Star,
Ooh, I love Fantasy Star.
Fantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom, Fantasy Star 2, Plumbing Constant. I don't know why my eyes couldn't read that at first. Plumbing Contest. Ristar, Shadow Dance, The Secret of Shinobi. Shining
Ooh,
Force.
Shining Force is big.
Yeah, I love Shining
2.
Force.
The Ancient Seal, Shining in the Darkness.
Shining
Shinobi
Force.
3, Return of
Shinobi
the
3 is good.
Master. Snake, Snowboarding, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Drift 2, Sonic Spinball.
I'm assuming every Sonic game is going to be on there.
So far, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and
Okay,
Sonic
good.
Triple Spider, Super Thunderblade, Sword of Emilian Adventure, Man 1 and 2, Wall Breaking, and Warehouse Keeper. That is a lot of games.
No Vector Man? Fucking rip.
Vector Man 1 and 2, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, shit, I
Yeah,
must
they're
not have
both
heard
on
that.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so that has some
That's a big list.
real fucking ham dingers in it, and then it has some real questionable stuff.
Yeah, but so did the Nintendo one though. So
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, because, hold on, let me...
You mean to tell me you weren't a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I'm saying I'm
Toe
not a
Jam-
fan of a lot of the games that are there. It was
Any
Toe
extra-
Jam and...
I didn't hear Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah, that's true. We figured they'd be on there.
Oh, yeah, that should be on there.
That game we talked about last week with the cavemen that throw the bones at the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Joe and Mac?
Yeah, Joe and Mac. That one didn't need. I don't know if that was for that. I'm pretty sure it was.
I thought so. Or was that on Super Nintendo?
No.
No? TurboGrafx?
It had to have been
I
for
remember.
Sega because it wasn't. I doubt it was Super. Super had better graphics than that game. I think in Nintendo, no way. It must have been Sega.
Super Nintendo, Joe and Mac.
Damn.
It also came out on the NES.
God, that game was the best.
Speaking
Both of
of Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic
God,
the
we're getting
Hedgehog
closer.
movie is going to have a very large tie-in to the next series of Sonic the Hedgehog games. Essentially,
it was... Jeff, it was on the Genesis, by the way.
Okay.
So essentially, Sonic the Hedgehog movie will have quite a few video game tie-ins that will ship with it. And it is being pitched as the next mainstream Sonic game that will come from after this movie. So it's gonna be interesting. The Sonic headquarters is basically working with Paramount Pictures to make the two kind of play off each other.
There was a moment there where there was a moment where it was silent and all three of us just had a look of disdain.
So
God
we'll see
damn
if we'll see if it works.
Sega!
God bless them.
Sega!
They're gonna try it.
Sega! Oh my god, you simultaneously at the same time reinvent and rejuvenate your biggest star and just fucking crush him to the ground at
It's
just
pronounced
the same exact time.
Supposedly, the game will also feature cutscenes directly from the movie at locked in 30 frames per second.
Oh, Vince.
So.
What?
And with this little big
Is
planet
this-
made
are
all
we-
side-scrollers irrelevant.
Are we back in like
I think so. From what it looks
2004 where the
Maybe.
games have to have FMVs of the movie?
Oh.
Oh no.
You're talking about Phantasmagoria, huh?
Yeah.
It says that the Sega,
Remember
the,
that
the
one?
Sonic headquarters is working very closely with Paramount Pictures to get the game right. As it potentially could be controversial if they obviously confuse the two, and it can become essentially it can become very confusing to newcomers. But for those who didn't watch the movie, there will be references back to the movie, such as the cutscenes. So in case you don't watch the movie, you're not super confused on the new game. So-
Okay.
They're gonna go back and forth. The game and the movie are gonna be tied in with each other.
Hopefully they can pull it off. That'd be nice. I mean, it'd be cool if they did put something together that, made somebody get a Sonic pin.
Yep.
There hasn't been a good Sonic game that Sega has put out since Sonic Generations on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
So we'll see what happens there. We'll see if they actually can pull it off where the two where it's seamless between the two of them without getting super confusing and people get lost. So we'll see what happens.
They're pulling out all the stops. The end of the world is coming. They're not even trying anymore.
They're not even trying. They give up.
Yeah, man. All of it.
Well, look how far behind Sega is. I can't even believe they're still a company. But they're trying.
Well, it's because they own a lot of great companies.
They do.
Yeah.
Like, they own Atlas.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is a very niche company here in the States. But boy, are they popular in Japan. Yeah. Boy, is Persona huge there.
Yeah.
Boy, is Yakuza big everywhere.
And I know they want to bring, with the rise of Mario lately, they want to bring Sonic, his rival, back into the mainstream media, so...
Well, they announced today a Sonic and Mario at the Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympics.
Exactly. Tokyo Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Tokyo 2020.
So you know how they have 2 ambassadors, I do believe, for this event, and they didn't need to make them because they were just already there as a character. They have Mario and fucking Goku.
Yep. As
the ambassadors.
Which is hilarious.
They could have chose literally anything. They could have chose anything and everything. They had a huge pool, and they chose Mario and Goku.
So we'll see.
Who but Mario jumping?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, really? I mean, that's the thing.
I mean, he's the second most recognizable. Either the second or first most recognizable fictional character, either in front of or behind Mickey Mouse, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah, but for the Olympics, though, I mean, I could understand for like a Papa John's commercial. But the Olympics, I don't know. Well, cool. Hey, let me. I'm glad that video games are integrating into mainstream media, or stuff more and more. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The culture is turning into not just a little side thing, BR is here, and like we talked about a couple shows ago, fastest growing demographic are middle-aged women.
Yep, that's awesome. That's crazy though.
Rise up, gamers.
Yeah, those damn mobile games, that Candy Crush, I tell you, Candy Crush. I've had people come in the phones. They bring their phone in and they're freaking out that their Candy Crush ain't working.
Oh, 100%.
So,
100%.
But who knows? It might work. Yeah. All these things. I mean, they're trying different things. The whole idea of Sonic in the movie, the game in the movie, trying to
combine
create
the two.
Some sort of French braid.
Yep.
Like, let's see that happen. If they pull it off, then fuck, everything's a little better.
I am more than happy to say, like, if that fucking movie is anything but. Like, if that movie's mediocre, I'll be more than happy to say that it was a success.
I guess
we'll see how this. I think the success of the Sonic movie will be on the success of the new Pokemon movie, the Detective Pikachu. I think if Detective Pikachu does good, I think it'll correlate with each other.
I don't know about that, because I would say Pikachu's way more recognizable than Sonic is.
For kids nowadays, but for people our age, though, a lot of us grew up on Sonic, too. We grew up on Pikachu as well.
Pokemon too.
Yeah, but the kids are buying the Pokemon. They're not buying the... We get our Sega stuff from eBay, Amazon, and fucking flea markets. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Just because it's hard to find it. It's easier to make money off of Pokemon. God, what goldmine that whole idea was.
Pokemon is huge. It's so popular that Nintendo made another Pokemon called Yokai Watch.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if that movie does good. But these live-action movies, the integration of humans with the animated characters,
I don't like it.
So all of them have done really decent right now because they're into the...
I don't like it.
The visual effects. So we'll see.
The last time Sonic interacted with a human being, he almost got fucked a girl. That was Sonic 06. There was that weird, awkward makeout at the end of the game.
Really?
Yeah, between Sonic the Hedgehog and a human woman.
Interesting.
Okay. Weird. But you know
It was
really
very weird.
right? This is James Walker.
What?
This is just a part of the CIA's program to get us used to
God
seeing
damn it.
things that
God
aren't
damn it.
humans walking around with normal humans.
God damn
So
it.
when the aliens come down, or the inner earthers come up,
The Inner Earthers, the crab people.
yeah, it's not so foreign to see a random bro
Just
walking
make
with
it
a
out with a
Pikachu.
girl.
Oh, no,
What?
no.
Make it
Yeah,
out
or-
with a human.
Yeah, or Sonic the Hedgehog getting ready to go ham on, I don't know.
Fucking Susie Lou over here.
Yeah. Like, they're just getting us ready for it. I know it. I guess, you know what I mean?
Don't
They've been
you
doing
already
it in the
know?
movies for years.
Hey, yo, why don't you
It's-
come over here, baby? Don't
It's
you
common.
already know?
I'm telling you.
This be cool, Sonic new voice. What's up? I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. How you
Oh
doing?
God, no.
Can you imagine?
Yo, what up,
Sonic
girl?
needs to have kind of like a bro voice, not like a bro voice, but like a '90s surfer kind of voice or a
Got
skater
ran
kind
over
of.
by a Lexus.
Kind of works. I'm really interested in seeing the persona that they put into that. Fucking
Oh, I'm so excited to see it.
especially with him. It's either gonna be like the Sonic thing. It's gonna be a train wreck, or it's gonna be the Jamalama Mana. What did we call it? Skizzle? Dizzle?
Yeah, the Skizzle.
Was it?
Yeah,
Skizzle?
it's a Skizzle.
Skrizzle with an R.
Skrizzle,
with an R.
Skrizzle.
Skrizzle. It's gonna be a little bit of the Skrizzles. For Rizzo.
Yeah,
For
that's-
Izzle.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It has potential. They all do. It's gonna be. I'll tell you what. It's gonna be definitely an interesting year.
Oh,
It's
it
going
definitely
to
will
be entertaining no matter what.
Dude,
There's
him,
gonna be lots to
him
talk
doing that
about.
voice though, I think it's gonna be good. Me and you, we go to the club right now. Bounce, bounce. The girls say bounce, bounce, bounce. Right? We get into the club.
So I'm gonna see it day one. What about you guys?
I'll try. I always
When
say
they come out?
I'll say I see these
I have
movies and
no
I never
idea.
do. Comes out in November.
I don't
Okay.
know. There's a few people at work that go to like the movies periodically. Maybe as a group. Maybe I'll join them and we'll go do that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That's
That would be
definitely
silly.
something we have to spend our money just
Ah.
for the podcast
Oh
topic.
yeah.
Like there's no discussing this.
Oh,
Which
no.
one comes out first, Sonic or Pokemon?
Pikachu
Pokemon.
comes out next month.
Pikachu comes out
Oh
next month.
fuck! It comes out next month.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure.
Oh, I gotta watch that now. I
I'm
gotta
so
see
excited about that.
that. I am so excited.
May 10th. Yeah, next month. Well,
Whoa!
Not
technically,
even in 10 days.
no, May 10th, not April 10th.
Mate.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh man.
a month,
I
a
would've-
month and 10 days.
I would have busted the biggest if it was 10 days away.
Yep. It comes out a week and a half after Avengers Endgame.
Oh, no one cares about Avengers Endgame. Captain Detective Pikachu is where it's at, dude.
Oh, please.
God, Detective Pikachu is gonna be fucking
The
bestseller.
best. It's gonna be the best.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious. Just the fact that they didn't change Ryan Reynolds' voice at all.
No, it's just Ryan Reynolds. But
He does too much voice work.
Yeah.
God, he's the Green Lantern. He's the other guy. He's fucking.
oh, he doesn't like to talk about that.
He makes
The Green
He doesn't like to talk about his Green Lantern role.
the fact that he makes fun of himself for it. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Deadpool.
That's-
They're calling it Detective Deadpool. A lot of people are.
Oh, go fuck off.
Because it's the same voice. He didn't change his voice.
No one cares. Detective Pikachu is way cooler than Deadpool ever could be.
I feel
Um,
like it works for what Ryan Reynolds wants to go down in
Oh, yeah.
history for. He wants
Oh,
to
yeah.
go down as, if you guys are Star Trek fans and if you're familiar with the character, I think his name is O.
Oh.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know.
But he's basically like a time lord that can actually like phase in and out of reality.
Oh,
That
that's
is
cool.
what Ryan Reynolds is.
Oh!
Well,
That's cool.
So there's a funny clip. So it's of Ryan Reynolds talking about becoming Pikachu. Essentially, he talks about whenever he gets into a role, he literally gets into the role. And he was on his way to go
Method
pick up,
acting.
he was on his way to go pick up his daughters when he got the call that he was Pikachu. So, knowing that he was Pikachu, Pikachu doesn't have daughters, and Pikachu can't drive. So he parked his car, got out, and started walking the other way. Never picked up his daughters from school, and it's just this funny ass, just the most funniest thing. And his wife's in it and stuff, and she talks about like, yeah, he fucking never picked up her goddamn daughters from school. And then he talks about trying to live inside a Pokeball and.
I'm gonna construct my whole mana, my whole castle. It's gonna be a giant circle.
If you look up becoming Pikachu on YouTube, it's so funny. And then his wife says about how it was a method to how he became like his voice and how he was able to like make his voice sound like Pikachu. And his wife was like, they didn't change his goddamn voice. He sounds exactly the same. And then he talked about how his wife and kids are gonna go see it opening day, and his wife was like, yeah, we're not gonna go see it. It's pretty funny, but yeah, look it up when you got time. It's a minute and a half.
I'm excited to see Pikachu say fuck.
Yeah, that'll be hilarious.
It's PG-13, damn it, he legally can say it once.
I don't think
he will, though. Is this supposed to be like that movie from the 90s with the baby that could talk, but nobody could hear it?
Yeah, no one's
supposed to be all like internal dialogue.
All everyone else hears is Pikachu. They go, Pika Pika!
So this could actually potentially be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it could be fantastic. Have you seen any of the trailers for it?
No.
Oh, one of the trailers is fantastic. We'll talk about it when we're done. Yeah, I'll tell you about it when we're done.
But yeah, it's the guy can only hear Pikachu. No one, everyone else hears Pika Pika. So the guy.
There's a really good interrogation scene with Mr. Mime.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. But there's.
I think I did see that one, but I don't remember Pikachu talking.
But yeah, there's different pieces of it where the guy's trying to talk to Pikachu, saying, "Would you tell him?" And the Pikachu and Ryan Reynolds is like, "Guy, they can't hear me. All they hear is Pika Pika."
Jigglypuff pulls out a switchblade.
So it's
it's
gonna be interesting.
All right, you're getting my buy-in on this.
So it's gonna be interesting for sure.
Pretty cool.
And I'm excited. What other news you got, James?
So speaking of Pokemon, and in turn, I guess Nintendo. I think it was Forbes or Wall Street Journal. I can't remember which one. Kind of, almost, sort of, maybe broke the news about 2 new Switch models coming out this soon, like this year.
I think it was Forbes.
I think it was Forbes. Yeah. So they talked to a distributor that works with Nintendo, or a chip manufacturer, someone who does that stuff.
Fired for that.
And pretty much they said that they're going to make 2 new Switch models. One that's more of a smaller, almost solely portable Switch that does not have detachable controllers. And then they're going to make something that's going to be a little bit more of a beefier console with, better graphics, better like processor in there, better graphics card, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. It's still not going to be. I don't think it's going to be enough for me to get rid of this guy. But I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind having, maybe a little bit more of a powerful Switch that might boost my frame rates a little.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool. It's the Switch is already sold. I think it's like 32 million units already in the first 2 years.
Did they produce a rough idea when that thing's coming out?
I don't think they have a date, but I think it's going to be coming out, late this year.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
God. Somebody's going to get in trouble. Dude's just like, I don't know. Nobody told me I couldn't say nothing. I didn't know.
Yeah, there was no NDA.
Yeah, I was just...
Tim, everyone had to sign this NDA.
What the hell's an NDA? I wasn't even there that day.
I was sick.
No,
I had chickenpox.
Still, at some point, they made you sign it. What? I was just streaming. I wasn't even knowing. I didn't even know I was being interviewed. I was just coming out with the thing.
Yeah, I was just having this nice, lovely chat off the record with this reporter.
Yeah.
Oops, I promised I didn't mean to do it.
I wasn't even there, Mom. That was Jacob.
But I mean, like, if this portable Switch could be around like $200, $150, I think that would be a home run hit out of the ballpark.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
And then if this new Switch, I can't see it being successful if it's over the $300 mark. To be honest with you, I could see them possibly getting rid of the current Switch model at 300.
Well, they're trying to compete
just-
more with better graphics. That's why they wanted to release the higher end version.
Yeah, I could see that being at the $300 mark.
Yeah, me too.
Amrat needs one. Needs a Switch. 300, do you think, for the newish?
I would say so. I can't see it selling if it's like $400. If it's priced comparatively to like an Xbox One X or a PlayStation 4 Pro.
God.
I can't see it selling at all.
Yeah, that's what Amrat says. He says he can't push himself to pay $300 for it. Is a bit steep.
But
Yeah,
like the
100%.
portable or the smaller Switch, I mean, I could see that $200. Boom, that's going to be flying off the shelves. That's going to be absolutely flying.
Not as fast as that Sega though.
Yeah,
I'll tell
that's
you
it.
what.
That Sega, I mean, it might be it might sell it pretty well. I mean, I can see it happening.
Here's another option too. You can go to the flea market and you can buy yourself a CRT television.
Yep.
Because it looks like trash on the regular ones. Can you imagine that, buying a brand new 1998 television to go with your flashy game console?
Hey man, I wouldn't put it past me.
No,
I wouldn't put it past me at all.
me either. Yeah. Myself either. Really.
Come on,
Ah.
god damn it, phone. My phone died. How do my news on it? So
Oh,
I'm
no.
searching for the
Oh,
articles.
no. Oh no. Yeah, I think we did. That's pretty good for the news, honestly.
Hang on, I had a couple things.
I don't think there's really much else on there. Like, really much else to talk about.
Borderlands 3
Yeah.
was announced.
Oh
last
yeah, I
night.
forgot about Borderlands.
2 of them are coming out.
What?
He said that he asked if James was saying there's another one coming out.
Oh, I gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah, Borderlands 3 was announced
Another one.
yesterday, and it's looks pretty sick. New characters, new weapons. This game will have over 1 million different gun options. Borderlands 3 will have from different levels, things like that, which is insane.
So are you saying that they're not doing the whole 1 zillion billion quadrillion, or 1 tecatillion, as they would say in the other ones, or some made up number?
No, but it's still a
Oh.
shit ton.
Damn it, Randy Pitchford.
1 million different guns to choose from, which is insane.
that is crazy.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's probably they're all like slightly different versions of each gun. There's probably only like
they
maybe
are.
a pool. There's probably a pool of like 100 guns, and they slightly modify them.
Yeah.
Well, it's a random number generator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is, and each one will have different power-ups, things like that, but there'll be 100 different variations, 1 million different variations of that gun, which is pretty cool. Battlefield's Firestorm is getting mixed reviews.
Oh God.
It's people love it and they hate it. They hate it for the fact it's only a 64-player multiplayer, instead of 100. The map is larger, but there's nothing.
So it's larger but with less people. Great.
Exactly, and there's nothing that really makes it stand out. The textures they said are kind of rough. The ability to the different vehicles and stuff like that are pretty awesome. But past that, they said there's nothing really that really makes it stand out above the other ones. Not that it affects us at all, but Twitch has a new feature, the Stream Squad, which allows
Squad?
Squad.
if you are a Twitch partner, you can have 4 people. You basically link your stream together, and you'll have one main person up, and then you'll have the other 3 people's streams bordering that stream, and you can click on any image, and it'll automatically switch to that person's stream, and you guys share the views, which is pretty cool. So
I think that's gonna be super neat when they launch that, because like right now we have our monitors set up like that, but we could
Yeah.
just have
So
Yeah, we can
essentially,
just have that.
essentially, it looks exactly how it is right now, and then I can click on me, and it makes me full screen and makes your guys' image smaller. Then I click on James. It makes James' image bigger, us two smaller, and the same thing. And it allows us. You're playing like squads on Call of Duty.
Squad?
Or whatever game you're playing squads on.
Squad.
Which is pretty cool. So it allows us to kind of everyone to see everything. Another notable piece, good old Fortnite is letting us.
Because
letting
we
us
are the
down.
best Battle Royale podcast out there.
We are. Fortnite's letting America down again. They released a patch update that basically everybody hates. That made the top streamers play Uno.
So what are we playing, Uno?
Whatever you
question.
guys want. I was watching that and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, we should play Pretend You're Zizzy or whatever, the Cards Against Humanity one.
Dude, that'd be absolutely amazing.
Oh my god, I'm already nutting.
So it's they had 40,000 people watching them play Uno the other night. It was the most watched thing on Twitch. As
Fucking dumb.
as kind of a protest to
Chicken, yeah.
Fortnite for releasing this patch update that basically is glitching the game and causing you to die.
No, the real protest for that would just be play like PUBG
Yeah.
or H1Z1.
So essentially, the things they took out. You used to be able to get 1,000 wood, 1,000 metal, 1,000 brick for your materials. They chopped it in half to 500. Your harvest rate, so basically being able to cut down things to harvest materials, dropped by 40%, as well as your shield consumption. There used to be a feature where you killed somebody, you gained a little shield each time you killed somebody. They took that away. And the reason why they did this was to allow new players to be able to compete with the pro players to make it more an even battlefield. So essentially they're cutting out the legs of the pro players, hopefully allowing the noobs to get better. I don't think that'll work, and it's pissing a lot of people off.
What they really need to do is basically have a mode for like beginners and then a mode for, you know, more competitive stuff. So like an unranked and ranked mode, if you will.
Yep.
A Weenie Hut Junior and a Weenie Hut Senior mode, if you will.
So they released a ranking system. They said will combat everyone that's pissed off, but it's not really gonna do anything. So we'll see if Epic changes anything. Speaking of Epic, they did $1.25 billion last year. It was
Fortnite's dead.
the largest 1 year. Basically, it was the most money any company made in 1 year in history. The company is now valued at $15 billion. Based on 1 year of thing, which is absolutely insane. Because of Fortnite.
That is crazy. That is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
We have friggin' Fortnite pinatas at our store. I mean,
Yep.
Are you serious, guy?
Yeah,
Um,
it's absolutely
People
crazy.
love that stuff, and there's a llama for crying
Yeah.
out loud.
Twitch Prime subscribers can get up to a year of Nintendo Switch Online for free.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. If you have a Twitch Prime, you can go to Twitch and reclaim your free Nintendo Switch Online. EA is laying off 350 people.
What else? No.
And
Doesn't surprise me.
that is on the woodworks of Activision and Blizzard firing 800 people last month. They are they're losing a lot of money from games like Anthem and everything like that.
No, nothing from Anthem.
So EA has canceled its focus on Star Wars, which then Disney bought that from EA because obviously EA is not doing well, and Apex itself is kind of flatlining. It's kind of leveling off. It kind of reached its peak, and now it's back down on the I wouldn't say it's like it's falling off the map, but it's not nearly as big as.
it's plateauing.
Yeah.
It's reached its peak.
It doesn't go over really above 50,000 viewers compared to what 3-4 weeks ago when it was at 300,000 people. Because they haven't released anything major to kind of make it.
The battle pass is kind of shit.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So,
they didn't change anything in the map. They just added a new character.
Jump pads. Yeah.
And the last two things I have is Sony confirmed that it's going to stop GameStop and other retailers from selling digital download codes.
Yeah.
Starting April 1st. If you want the digital copy, you have to buy it from the PlayStation Store.
Damn, that's gonna devastate that industry, I bet.
So,
unless they don't make any money off of it, but I would imagine they make some money off of it.
Yeah, you got to think like they probably don't make a whole lot of money off.
Right, but millions of them.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. With, I don't think it's gonna hurt because they want the downloads directly from PlayStation. They don't want a third party kind of cutting in on the digital copy.
So, makes sense. It makes sense why they're doing it. It's just that, a lot of those places rely on that. All those. The only reason a lot of those places stay in existence and relevant is because of their ability to a little bit of game stuff, a little bit of plush, a little bit of statue-y stuff, some the combination of having that Spencer's mixed with that gaming thing.
Well, no, because fucking GameStop isn't succeeding.
Yeah.
GameStop just hired a new CEO.
Yep.
And, there's nothing that he's going to be able to do to really turn the ship around. From what I heard, they're planning on doing things like more membership options.
Yep.
More trade-in value, which, it's going to help them in the short term, but the long term, they're going to just start hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, they do have to figure out a way to change the industry. They need to do it. They need to go and do what FYE did, basically.
Yeah.
Turn into essentially a gamer boutique.
Yep.
Pretty much.
If they can do that, then they, and then have.
They can survive.
They can't sell digital copies anymore. So what are they gonna do? But
you have those little.
Man.
You have those the little antiques, the craft, the little items and toys, things like that, which I think they need.
Right, like the Legend of Zelda notebooks.
Yeah.
In the Deadpool belt buckles and all that stuff.
And this is more relevant for me and James, but because you don't have a PlayStation, on the coattails of Borderlands 3, next week, actually this Wednesday, the remastered Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition is coming out for PS4 and Xbox One.
Really?
Yep. So it'll come with all the DLC, and it'll be the online multiplayer, just like the original.
What game is this?
The Borderlands, the Game of the Year edition. Borderlands 1 is being re-released in high definition for the PS4 and Xbox One.
But okay. Here's my thing though. Why buy that when you can buy the Handsome Collection that has 1, 2, and the pre-sequel?
It's way more expensive, and it's not. No, the Handsome Collection doesn't have 1. It only has 2.
Really? I thought it had 1.
No, the Handsome Collection has 2 in the prequel. The game of the Borderlands 1 is they never added it. They never re-released it because it won Game of the Year and it was so big on its own.
They didn't need to.
They didn't need to, but now because of Borderlands 3, they're allowing everyone to replay 1, which they still consider the best Borderlands game, remastered in its entirety.
The blind man.
So that's pretty cool. Check out the Borderlands 3 trailer if you have time, by the way.
So okay, hold on, wait. This is weird. So I got a email just recently from Capcom.
Nice.
That said, we need your help. In just 2 short months, the worldwide zombie population has decreased by, holy fuck, 774,038,013. We need help averting the crisis caused by sharp decline. Zombies wanted. I'm gonna apply.
What is this
All
for?
right.
What is that? Yeah, what is that?
April Fool's Day thing.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
We're not going to give up without a fight. To improve the current situation, we decided to hire additional staff. We welcome applicants of all ages, genders, and educational backgrounds.
I wonder
Please
what
apply
they're-
now. Everyone
Be
is
a
welcome.
zombie?
Push your unique talent to work. Let's
God,
see.
I've been a zombie before. It's not an easy life being a zombie.
That's awesome.
It's
Okay,
not.
so-
Swamps are foul. And nobody
So-
accepts you. Nobody wants to hug you.
no
Nobody
one,
wants to
not
say,
at all.
you know, you could tip as much as you want. The bartender's still not gonna notice you immediately. Well, kind of. I don't know. Sometimes.
So here are the benefits. All right.
Of working with
Salary. It's commission based. Additional bonuses for bullet wounds. Benefits. Okay to eat during work hours. Green herbs supplied. Location within Raccoon City limits. Precise location depends on your job. Apply.
That's awesome.
God.
Oh, I'm a backpacker zombie. Common. I guess I'll.
That is pretty cool that they're doing that.
Yeah.
I like that. The little jabs.
Oh yeah, April Fool's Day is great. I'll never forget the best April Fool's Day joke that I've ever seen in any form of media was for Adult Swim. Because hey, Jeff, it's April Fool's Day, motherfucker.
Happy April Fool's Day, you two. I'll be there
Yeah,
in
not
3
you.
hours.
You'll be there in
Yeah,
like
this
20
one.
years.
Yeah, you're living in the past, bro.
I will say
Um,
New Year's Day was weird when everyone was texting me Happy New Year's, and I'm like, not yet, bitches. And then
Not yet.
I texted them an hour later, Happy New Year's, and no one texted me back because they were all sleeping. Because they were all sleeping.
Like 90%
So-
of what you said cut out.
Yeah,
No, I was
you
saying.
texted everyone when they were sleeping.
Yeah,
I think I probably heard it.
When you wish them happy Mother's Day back.
yeah. When I am happy on New Year's.
Mother's Day.
New Year's.
On New Year's, they all messaged me Happy
I'm a
New
little
Year's.
tired. I'm getting loopy.
But I was an hour behind, so I'm like, no, not yet. But Happy New Year's to you, anyways. So then at midnight, my time, I texted everyone Happy New Year's. No one responded because they were sleeping.
So when April Fool's Day, this is many years ago, on Adult Swim. This is when the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie was coming out.
okay.
They were like, "Hey, on April 1st, we're going to be doing a full stream,
Oh, I
a
remember this.
continuous stream
I remember that.
of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie."
And it was a fucking
And-
1 inch.
Yeah, on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, they had the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie playing throughout Toonami, and it was fantastic.
You had to use
What
the
was it
magnifying
they-
glass, but it was literally the size of a fucking quarter.
That's so funny,
Yeah.
man.
Or there was one time on Toonami because they know how to, joke.
It's Toonami, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a while
Or
now.
well, Adult Swim, I guess, but on Toonami, part of Adult Swim. They were like they did something. I think they added like mustaches to every character in the animes they were showing.
I do believe I recall that as well.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
funny.
fuck, that was great.
Yeah.
Good times.
Those are good times. See, that's what GameStop needs to do.
Yeah, they do.
Just go into the store.
Oh,
they have
God, no.
Mustaches on all of it.
Ugh.
All of the things have mustaches on them.
Yeah, this year, New Year's will be even worse because I'll be 3 hours behind you guys. So I don't even know how
Yeah.
I'll celebrate that.
Well, no, hold on. Won't you? Won't you be 2
Well,
hours?
no, yeah, during the winter time I'll be 2 hours
Yeah,
behind.
you'll be 2 hours because fuck Arizona.
But I don't know because in Central Time you celebrate because what is it
Fashionat.
New Orleans
New
does
Orleans.
their own ball drop, but I don't know where the ball drops in Mountain Time. Maybe Phoenix,
Maybe.
and then California they do theirs
California.
in LA. Their big ball
California.
drops in LA.
Oh yeah, go figure.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. People are messaging me throughout like forever, like 3 hours later, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. your guys' time. Happy New Year! Wake up! It's time for me to celebrate it. Like, leave me the fuck
can't-
alone. I'm sleeping.
I can't wait for New Year's because like that's the day after my birthday, so I'm still like recovering from the hangover.
There you go. Want to go to releases?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, I forgot to put
Yeah,
up releases.com.
yeah, releases.
Hold on, here, releases.com.
releases.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to check out what movies and suches are coming out over the next month,
Borderlands,
two.
the biggest one I see so far.
I don't want to look at fucking Honda Civic.
Wow.
Hostile Planet
Hostile
season 1.
Planet.
Oh, there's a new Bear Grylls TV show.
What?
I don't know. what
Comes
that
out
is.
today. Hostile
What?
Planet season 1 on National Geographic.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you looking at? I don't see that anywhere.
Aye.
Fucking TV.
Right on the
shows.
front page. I love Bear Grylls so much, dude. Alright, so let's see here. Game A's coming out. We have Anger Force Reloaded coming out for PS4 and Switch.
Anger
we
Force
got the-
Reloaded.
The Power Rangers Battle for the Grid coming out on PS4. Darksiders War Mastered Edition for the Switch coming out tomorrow. Well, the 2nd. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition coming out on the 3rd. On PS4 and Xbone. We have Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Missions coming out on Switch and PC on the 5th. We have yet another Zombie Defense HD coming out on the 5th for the Switch. Shovel Knight Showdown on the Switch PC on the 9th. I do believe that is past time when the next podcast is. Yeah, that is.
TV show wise, the new Twilight Zone series.
Oh, yeah.
Begins tonight. Well, today, April 1st. The director is Jason Peele.
I hear it's great. I hear it's absolutely fantastic.
Really? Really? I was hoping it would be. I wasn't sure about him because I see him as such a funny guy. To have him walk in and be like,
Well, look at it. Look at his
Just a
movie.
Well, look at
First
Us.
movie.
Yeah.
What is it? This
Us.
Is Us.
Yeah.
No, his other one, his
What?
first one, the one that won
What?
all the Oscars. This
I don't
Is
know, I
Us
don't be
or
watching
This Is Me
movies.
or whatever it was called.
I look like.
I don't remember
Okay.
what it was.
I hear a lot of good things about Us, the new one that he
Yeah.
did.
What's
Huh.
his original?
He can. I'll tell you what though. Even in Key and Peele though, he's good at playing that creepy ass character.
He is.
Yeah.
He is super
He's-
good at playing him.
He's a really good actor.
He is, dude. Both
He's
of those
a really
guys are
good
actors.
actor and storyteller. Because, like, yeah, this
Get
is...
Out.
Get Out. Oh, yeah, I forgot he did Get Out.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
he wrote that.
Yeah, he wrote
And directed it.
And
That
movie,
and
that
Us.
movie won like a bajillion awards.
Yeah.
Wow. Right, he knows what he's doing.
He's
that
a
guy.
super serious director, and yeah, he's directing the new Twilight Zone.
Yeah, and producing it, too.
Yep.
Like, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him, like, branching out
Showing
into,
people
like,
that he's just not like a comedian.
like-
a
Yeah,
goofball.
Sketch artist. Yeah. A sketch
Um,
comic.
I want to punch myself in the face because this is gonna be it's straight to DVD, so it's not gonna do anything. But it's called The Mummy Reborn.
Oh, nice.
It's
The
a
new
re-
Mummy movie.
It's a new Mummy movie with no one from the original, any of them. So
God. What do you think the next genre is going to be? Like they've been doing zombies for so fucking long.
they are making
Vampires.
Zombieland too.
Think they're going to do something serious with some vampires? Like some
Oh,
action
that'd be rad.
vampire
Yeah,
movie?
they've tried. They've made
Yeah.
Dracula. Dracula, I don't think they made that not that long ago.
Dracula Untold wasn't that great.
You motherfuckers ever see The Lost Boys? Because that's the movie that was done correctly.
You motherfuckers ever watch Nosferatu? That was a great movie. That's a classic.
That movie was terrible.
You get out.
Supposedly they're trying to
Mouth.
make a new Blade.
It was innovative, but it was basically
Oh,
like that
yeah.
red Nintendo 3D system that came out years ago.
The Virtual Boy, yeah.
Yeah, it was the Virtual Boy of the horror genre. Movie was terrible.
It was great.
Well, they are kind of going like they're trying to make a new Blade movie, which is
Like, really?
vampires. So.
No, man. They need
Wesley.
to make new stuff. They keep remaking everything. They need to make a new Alien. They need to make a new. Stop coming up with like what do you believe the last horror icon that was created was? I would say
I don't
that,
even
and then
know.
again, I'm really tired, so this could be way off. But Scream?
Yeah,
But, okay, can you really consider... Because
I would.
Scream was a horror
Best-selling
movie,
Halloween
but
costumes even to this
yeah,
day.
it was a horror movie, but it wasn't a horror movie in the traditional sense because that was more of a satire on modern horror movies.
Right, but we haven't had a cultural horror monster
Like a
universe
character that's
character.
been like,
Oh no,
We haven't
No.
added any new faces to the monster universe. in
No,
a
we haven't, no.
really long time.
You have Jason. You have Freddy Krueger. You
Right.
have
Michael Myers.
Michael
Mike
Myers.
Myers.
The Scream
Texas
character.
Chainsaw.
Yeah. Texas
Uh,
Chainsaw.
Chucky.
Pennywise.
Chucky.
Which,
yep.
by the way, the new Child's Play movie, Chucky's voiced by Mark Hamill.
Yeah, that's gonna be, dude. He fucking plays the Joker like so good.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Pennywise, like since that movie was then re-released, everyone's super fucking.
We all
scared
float
of,
down here.
Like if they're gonna bring back some movies, man, it would be nice if they would refresh some shit we ain't seen in a long time. Bring back a Puppet Master. Bring back a Sandman. Bring back, you know what I mean? Like do something do something original, but I don't know. Either do something original or take something that
Yeah.
hasn't really been done in a long time. Like actually make a Swamp Thing horror movie.
Yeah.
Like it was originally intended to be. Like make something that is
Hannibal Lecter.
made. Yeah, I just had a vision of a horror genre character that would be worse than.
So the 10 most iconic horror characters.
Okay, there we
Number
go.
1 is Jason Voorhees.
Yep.
Roger.
Number 2 is Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
Number 3 is Michael Myers.
Yep.
Huh?
Number 4, which doesn't make any sense, straight death from the Final Destination. Basically,
Oh, those movies are good.
That's an
where
idea.
you're
Yeah.
you
Okay,
cheat-
go
you
on.
originally
It's a
cheat death.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, Chucky.
Roger.
6, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
The Candyman, which I'm not familiar with that
That
character.
I think that's Sandman. Isn't that Sandman?
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure that's the Sandman.
Let me see. Let me make sure. I don't know. I've never seen those movies.
It's a black guy.
It is a black guy.
Yeah, he fucking his supervillain powers are bees
Yep.
and
yep,
sand.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he's got bees
Yeah.
coming out of his mouth.
God, that's terrifying.
Yeah, this guy.
8, Pennywise the clown
Yeah.
from
Okay.
It. Number 9, Jigsaw.
Okay.
Or
Oh, okay. There's a well.
what's his actual name?
Yeah.
His name's not
Yeah,
Jigsaw,
okay,
but-
yeah, Jigsaw, yeah, I would say
Yeah,
he's probably the newest one.
Yeah, his
I
real
would
name is
say-
Kevin McAllister, but
Yeah.
that's a
His
conversation for a different day.
But yeah, I would say he's super iconic. Not so much a like Halloween costume, but
Yeah.
yeah, the clown from that, the
Yeah.
and Hannibal Lecter from
I wouldn't really
Silence of the
consider
Lambs.
I wouldn't really consider Silence of the Lambs or
Cloud Race.
any of those movies as a horror movie. I would consider them more as a psychological like drama.
Yeah, he's not supernatural. Every other one of those other characters are supernatural in some way.
Yeah, but those are considered the most iconic horror movie icons.
So if we
Fair
go
enough.
outside of that, bring back Killer Tomatoes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or the Toxic Avenger,
Gremlins.
Jaws.
Jaws.
I guess they do try though. They tried to do that with Ash Williams in the Evil Dead series. They tried to make it's always going to be campy.
Yeah,
The Shining.
The Shining.
So the thing is, though, nowadays horror movies don't have the same effect. Like now, like when The Shining came out, that was evolutionary. It's still
Or
to
like
this day
Psycho.
considered one of those scariest. American Psycho, same thing. Like
Yeah.
they're considered two of the scariest movies of all time. But like now you have these horror movies that are like they don't like stand out. They have like the that like make you jump.
The
but,
jump scare, yeah.
yeah,
With the
because
special
that's
effects
what they
making
go
it.
for now. Is the jump scare? You turn the corner, there's a dude standing in your face.
Yeah. We need more fucked up Asian horror stuff. Because man, the people in like Taiwan or Japan or China or Vietnam or South Korea, boy, boy, are they messed up.
Right.
Girl from
You guys
The
ever see
Grudge.
You guys ever see the movie Phantasm?
No.
If you Google it and go to images, you might recognize it. It's an old horror movie. It's
I
scary.
remember hearing about it. What's the dude with
weird.
the nails in his face?
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
can't-
Leatherface.
What was it?
Oh, not Leatherface.
Not
That's
Leatherface.
yeah, it's from
I was thi-
Hellraiser.
Yeah, David Cage. Yeah, what was his name? Because I was thinking about that,
Pinhead,
and I just
Pinhead.
couldn't pin it. Yeah, there you go.
Dude, what's the name of the guy that makes that stuff?
David Cage.
That dude's got some dark ass thoughts.
Look at
He
Stephen
also
King.
made one of the best TV shows ever, Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Nay, the best TV series of all time, Twin Peaks.
Hmm.
He is fucked up.
A lot of people like. No, I guess yeah. You have the Scream character on there. That's not one of the most iconic, but
No, but
he's up there though. In terms of Halloween wise, though, I would say his costume
yeah.
is probably like one of the best selling ever. It's super simple. Him and Freddy Krueger's mask or Jason's mask.
right.
But yeah, there is Poltergeist. There hasn't been like a movie that kind of like that stands out in the horror side. Like they've remade all these movies. They've
Oh, yeah.
remade Jason, Halloween 10,000
They
times.
remade Halloween like at least
Um,
4 times this past 10 years.
They've remade
Awesome.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They've remade Poltergeist.
And people still give Rob Zombie money to
Yeah.
remake these.
What was the one movie where everyone ended up killing themselves or dying in a freak accident? I can't remember what it was.
Oh, God, The Happening?
I don't remember. No, like in real life. It was a horror movie that everyone ended up dying like in freak accidents. Hang on. They remade it. I'm trying to think of what. I can't remember what it was.
When are they gonna remake Ernest Goes to Camp?
Yeah, when are they gonna make the classic Ernest movies? Remake them.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen the movie called Pumpkinhead?
I've heard of it.
That one's actually kind of fucking creepy. I don't know what the story arc is to it. I think he might be, from what it looks like here, it makes it look like he was an alien.
The Omen.
Omen. I don't think I've
The
seen
Omen?
that one.
Yeah, they basically it's
Oh.
considered it was made in the 1970s, considered one of the most freaky movies of all time. That a bunch of the
Oh, yeah, I've heard of The Omen.
the cast members actually ended up dying in like freak accidents after the movie was filmed.
Alright.
So basically, 3 years after the release of The Exorcist, The Omen fell victim to a rash of mysterious activities. Many of the cast members lost their lives during and soon after the film was shot. Gregory Peck, plane got struck by lightning and crashed. The director was
Well,
hit
that
by
sucks.
a car. And another one, an animal wrangler was eaten alive by a tiger.
Well,
So
that
wait,
kind of
just-
comes with the territory.
Yeah, so wait, just some random, like, animal wrangler got eaten by a tiger?
That was in the animal wrangler was in the movie, and then after the movie was filmed, he got eaten alive by one of his tigers 2 weeks after
Well,
the production was wrapped.
well, I mean, you're always going to be involved with, you know, you always go with that risk whenever you know.
Special effects
Right.
artist John Richardson, who designed the film's memorable decapitation scene, where a lady basically falls off a house, gets her head cut off. He
That's
was
rad.
involved in a fatal car accident where beheaded the passenger in his car.
Well, I mean, cars are dangerous, so.
Yeah.
It's kind of like method acting.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I
And
thought
then
of that. There
another
was.
character got struck by lightning and died.
Whoa. That is
Yes.
pretty intense.
So
That
there's
happens.
5 people that were in the movie got killed in like really really disgusting accidents.
Mm. So I thought of real quick. I thought of who I believe is probably the most recent entry into the monster universe,
Go.
Slenderman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think pop culture brought him to life to the point
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
The games. Granny.
Yeah.
pop culture and all, like the games, the movie. I don't know about the movies, but the creepy pastas came
Yeah.
in.
the creep-
He got in there a different way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I would say that that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different ones that um The Grudge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Ringu.
Yeah.
Grudge. I remember the Grudge 1. That was fucking weird as shit. And then Grudge 2 and 3 came out, and it's like, okay, it's the same fucking thing.
Well, that's American bastardization of Japanese horror.
Yeah.
Japanese horror is even more fucked up.
'Cause I remember watching the Grudge, the first one, and then like the Ring, the original Ring movie, like that was.
Oh,
No, that's trash compared to the Japanese.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Dude, it's
those movies, man, I hated. Honestly, those movies did not phase me. You know, what movie really messed me up, and I believe it was a Japanese one first too. The
Hmm.
Descent
yeah, that was
That
originally
was
yeah.
some scary shit. I won't watch it again. I
Yeah,
watched
that
it one
was-
time. That's all I need to watch that movie. I never need to watch that movie again.
Yeah, that movie's pretty fucked up. I remember
That
that
movie's
movie.
intense, dude. That movie had me feeling so many. It was like full blast MSR type sensation,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
but not in a good way. Oh, I hate those movies.
I remember.
What's that?
I remember the Descent. That was.
As Below, that's another one I didn't really. It wasn't as. I think The Descent was the worst, but
Yeah.
As Below.
Swedish horror is also fucked up too. Like Arctic Circle. Boy, I don't know how they have people that are able to sleep.
Yeah.
I remember the Descent. I remember those. That movie fucking. Oh, that movie
Yeah.
fucked me up.
It wasn't even the weird little inner earthers. It was the fucking caves and shit,
Yeah.
man. That shit had me. Oh, the scene when they had to crawl through the. They literally were like, it was a hole just big enough to like worm through.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had to go underwater. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, that movie was.
Oh!
The Conjuring. That was.
I kicked
That
that
was up
bitch
there.
nuts for taking me down there. Ugh.
The Sinister. I remember that one. That one wasn't bad. I remember going to watch Cabin in the Woods. This was.
I remember that one.
It was
I
supposed to be
remember
like
that
a horror movie and ended up being like a fucking like half comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody got a bad rash.
dude, it was hilarious because it had Chris Helmsworth, and
Oh yeah.
3 weeks before Cabin in the Woods was released, Thor was released, and because Thor, Chris Helmsworth got huge, and Cabin
Yep.
in the Woods was filmed before Thor,
Before.
but because of cost and everything like that, they couldn't release it, so they had to wait. So Thor released. Chris Helmsworth's fucking ripped, long hair, like this massive,
jacked,
beautiful
Joe.
man. 2 weeks later, you have another movie comes out with him in it, and he's skinny as shit.
Movie magic, baby.
And everyone's like, "What? How the fuck does that happen?" And then coming to research that this Cabin in the Woods was filmed way before he started filming Thor, but they had to basically postpone the movie like 2 years because they couldn't finish the production and the editing because they ran out of money.
That makes sense. I've been in those type of movies.
Yeah.
Those are like B-roll movies that just so happen to strike it big.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
And then it was released, and it was funny because it's basically the movie based around like every nightmarish character known to man, which is pretty funny.
That's cool.
And they're being watched. It was a cool concept, weird at the same
Oh,
time,
yeah.
but I remember that movie. But yeah, there was supposedly I read about it. I doubt it's ever actually gonna happen. Fight Club 2. Because
Yeah, I
they,
don't see it
they
happening.
can't really.
Yeah, that's kind of.
They can't really. How do they continue on with that?
Yeah. Well, I don't think there was a sequel to the book.
No, there's not. But
Yeah.
it was rumored. because if you used to go on IMDb and type in Brad Pitt, um, that came up. I don't know if it still does or not.
Yeah.
Let me see here. No, World War Z 2.
Oh,
See, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Nothing but zombie movies and remakes. Give us something fresh. Give us something new.
yeah,
I saw World War Z not long ago.
that comes
Yeah,
out
And boy, is
uh,
that movie not great.
next
That
year.
movie was dumb. God. I guess, I mean, you can only tell the same story so many times, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of creature could they, you know what, man? If I was a supervillain, like a horror movie character, you know what I would do to people?
Mm.
I touch you, you get menopause. Whether you're a guy or a girl, menopause for everybody. Just throwing it out there, all over the place. At parades, just constant menopause right off the float. It'd be like the Batman movie.
But that is though, like, how do you, like, there's only certain things you can keep trying to do, and so that's. I don't
Yeah.
know, we'll see. It's
Ah.
because vampires, I don't think will ever take off because I don't think anyone gives two shits about
Yeah,
vampires.
You completely, nothing you said just came out except I don't think they'll ever take off. So why?
Vampires, I don't think will ever take off.
No, the industry fucking killed them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Until they come out with another movie that's like The Lost Boys or something.
yeah.
Because that movie
No.
was actually,
That was.
I don't
good.
know. Maybe I'm
Blade was
maybe,
good.
Van Helsing.
Eh.
eh.
Yeah.
No, something that really gets to the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
I
said,
don't-
like Dracula. You know, when that came out, that was like,
Back in the day, that was huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dracula
was-
and who's the
Dracula.
fucking the other guy with the giant things in his neck?
Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Dr.
No.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Frankenstein was the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I wonder if those
Frankenstein.
movies. I wonder if those movies are old enough. Aren't those stories old enough that people just any human being at all
Yeah,
can recreate them?
it's in public
Their own
domain.
edition?
It's they're public domain movies. Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll,
Dr.
and Mr.
Jekyll and
Hyde.
Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, those movies are in they're free sourced movies.
Dracula, the Mummy,
Yeah.
all that stuff is public domain.
I see.
So, yeah, I think they.
You want a creepy movie? Do one on the homunculi.
There you go.
Do one on like well, they kind of did with that alien lady. What was that female alien movie? She grew up like she went from a baby alien to a full-grown alien in like a couple days, or like a week.
I thought they were
There's a
coming out with a new
Has a weird alien sex scene in it.
Dr. Jekyll movie.
It's also
What
mildly
are they-
pedophilic. She's only like 12 days old.
When are they coming out with a new
Leprechaun movie?
Yeah,
Those ones are funny.
those are fantastic.
Yeah, or Tales from the Hood.
Yeah,
You know. God, those movies are great.
they are. They're great. They're fantastic.
I think I was at the store the other day and they had a 4-pack that had like Tales from the Hood. Oh no, never mind. That was Clockwork Orange. What was in that? Clockwork Orange. But there was a couple other really good ones in it.
Probably a Cooper collection.
I think it was.
I thought they were releasing something with Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr.
Dr.
Hyde,
Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll.
See, like yeah, if they were to do something like a really good horror movie about that, bro. Because have you ever read heard the book or read the book
Mm-hmm.
that is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Yeah, the actual one.
Nothing. It's nothing
Yeah.
like what the modern day interpretations are of it.
No.
Oh hell no.
At no point do you actually. I don't believe at any point you actually see Mr. Hyde.
No.
You just hear about Mr. Hyde.
Yeah,
Well, look at Disney movies,
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is just just talking about the duality of man.
Yeah, because Dr. Jekyll is always behind the door.
Yeah, everyone has that dark inner self that's just ready to come out at a moment's notice.
Well, look at
Right.
the Disney movies though. The original books of all these Disney movies, like the classics, like Snow White, Cinderella, all them, they're
Pocahontas.
super dark.
Yeah.
Like they're crazy dark.
Oh yeah. The Grimm brothers. Anything Grimm brothers.
like they're super super dark, and those will never be released because Disney will never allow it.
No.
Yeah, they did. They did it with Lost. Or not Lost. Once. Once
Yeah.
upon a time.
Oh, once upon a time, yeah.
As, dude, alright, so my ex-girlfriend got me on it, so you know how that can kind of go.
Yeah.
And dude, when they killed Gus was the fat mouse from Cinderella.
Yeah.
Well, spoilers.
Gus.
Yep.
Oh, I was so mad on how that whole situation went down.
Like Pinocchio and all
Who's-
them.
You
The
guys
Hun-
actually plan on watching all of once? It's
um,
like that's like a show your girlfriend tricks you into watching,
like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre
like
Dame.
Dawson's Creek.
Oh,
Like, that
Notre
movie,
Dame.
is actually one of the darkest, deepest movies they made. The Hunchback.
Yeah,
Like, the actual
if-
like.
yeah. Let me tell you, if you want a really good rendition of that, watch the French opera of it, because it's a really good one. Great music, and two, it's really close to the original story.
But yeah,
Hmm.
that's like the actual like in-depth meanings behind those movies, that like the actual books and stuff, like they were pretty messed up.
Had no idea we were gonna divulge our,
Yeah, that's
our conversation was gonna go into horror.
yeah.
These podcasts are cool, man. They
Yeah.
fucking go over the damn place.
They just go, we just throw something somewhere, and then it's just like, oh, well, where's it gonna
You
go?
can't even come up with a fucking title for them until the show's over.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the cool thing
Like-
is too, like we didn't even like pause. We just literally segued into that. Just
Right into it.
Yeah.
We didn't even like pause. Okay, what are we gonna talk about next? We literally came up with a thing, and we literally just kept talking about it. That's what you get here at the Level Unlock podcast, people.
Exactly.
That's what you get.
Exactly.
It's not professionalism, but we're okay with that.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Entertainment at its finest, and that's why we've had 120 people almost download our podcast. So thank you for that, guys.
Well, hey, I mean, it is here for gaming and pure randomness, so
It is.
you know.
The most fun place on the internet, baby.
Yep. Occasional gutter oil.
Exactly.
The occasional gutter or oil.
Gutter oil.
Well, I got nothing else, gentlemen. Do you guys got anything?
Yeah, I don't either. This is running pretty long. We might save Q&A
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. The only thing I got is Thursday Night Throwdown.
Heck yeah,
I
man.
got that. I still want to. Never mind. I got some stuff coming up. I finished the Arc video,
Nice.
the Machinima one.
Nice.
Nice.
When I watched it, I was like, I don't know if this is good enough for the public domain, or for the world
For the
out there.
public.
Those are the ones people
And
want
I-
to watch, though.
I
Yeah.
showed it to Aimright, and Aimright was like, "You'd be dumb not to put this out."
That's what I'm saying.
So it's actually.
I mean, I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
It's
If it
It's
has the
not-
aim right seal of approval,
yeah, it's
I'm
good.
down.
You got to think that the things that you think are dumb, that's where the humility, and that's where people fucking love, because they think it's.
I mean,
like, they
cut out
love that
again,
stuff.
but-
Yeah.
Well, all
Well-
right. If you guys are up for it, because I haven't really watched it on YouTube. I haven't really watched it. We're talking about the Arc video, Aimright. He just popped his head in again.
Hey guys, how's
But
it
no,
going?
I was saying
He could hear us talking about him.
the things that
I was
you
just
might
saying how
think
you
are
said it was
dumb,
okay.
The things that you might think are dumb, other people think is gold
Yeah.
and genius.
Well, if you're down for it after the show is over, if you guys want to watch it and just let me know what you think. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just skim through a little bit of it and just tell me if you think it's the right direction. Because that's the other thing too. I don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of time making these videos if they aren't good. So if you guys want to check it out and let me know what you think, if I should keep that going or not. But I streamed a session where I was running through Arc and I was more or less actually testing a mod. And every time I wanted the story to progress, I would go into full screen mode instead of the camera, my
Yeah.
face and the overlay and everything. And then I would talk with some bravado and record a little bit. And then I would, then pull the camera away, say cut basically, and run forward a little more. And I would just naturally do that without just like our shows, without really any direction, but an idea. And, but it's on YouTube, but it's private or it's unlisted right now. So I think I have to actually send you the link.
Yeah, send us a link. Should be.
Cool, man. But other than that, I got the Throwdown on Thursday. Arc possibly on Monday, but I'm hooked on this. I'm hooked on this Grand Theft Auto game, dude. I don't know if I don't know. I'll play Arc tomorrow. Tomorrow might be Grand Theft Auto. Tomorrow might be... And then maybe on Saturday too, man, because Wednesday. Oh, not Tuesday. I don't want to. I don't think I want to stream on Tuesdays anymore. I think I want to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. Then we have the on Sunday, right?
Mhm.
And this way, because I've been watching a lot of these. James and I talked about it briefly for a moment. I won't dig deep into this. It's just kind of a synopsis of some ideas. A lot of the people that I'm watching that are giving various tips on how to grow your channel and everything are really, really insisting that you give attention to both YouTube and Twitch, because YouTube is way more shareable.
Yeah.
You know, Twitch, you're in the moment's gone, it's over.
Yeah.
YouTube, you can share it on social media and cut little clips out of it and do whatever you know, I don't need to go into it, like, right?
Yeah.
So, they're really insisting that if you want your channel to grow, I feel like the groups that we've been putting together here I feel like we're almost there. Like, we're so close to I don't know what it is. I just feel like we're so close. Maybe it's because I've been doing it for so long, but I feel like we are essentially, our group is kind of like a coal, right? And we're close to getting to the diamond, as far as just fine tuning everything. You know, fine tuning the schedule, even this show right now, the Level Unlock podcast. You know, fine tuning the Discord and making sure all of us have the right links. And actually, like, I was thinking next show, maybe during the show, links that we use have a show notes section in Discord.
Yeah.
And then people can go to that and click on the links to check out the other, what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. Because honestly, I feel like there's two different groups kind of too, because you guys are console a lot and I'm pretty strictly PC, you know, so it's nice that we meet up and I don't know. But I said I was going to dig into it. So that's kind of that.
Yeah, no.
But
That's
I feel
fun.
like in a nutshell, I feel like once we fine tune all of the little things, I don't know. I just think we're going to grow really fast.
Oh, I totally agree. 100%.
I think once everything's like fine tuned and organized and we have, you guys at Walker, you've only been doing it for a couple months, and I don't know, James has been making YouTube for a while. Like, how long? For a while, right?
A couple years.
No, more than a couple years.
I bet from time to time.
5th grade.
Damn, son. I ever tell you about my pizza shop video I have?
No.
Yeah, I have a video. It's a tutorial on how to clean a pizza oven stone pizza. Like a stone, how to clean the entire thing that is the giant stone oven.
Yeah.
And it has over 40,000 views.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Nice.
It's so stupid. If you type in how to clean a commercial pizza oven, I think it's the first thing that comes up.
Wow, nice.
That's what's up.
I think there's some business out there that uses it as a tutorial video. I can't explain it otherwise.
I know I had a video of mine that my buddy made on my channel that was used in a college paper.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
So, like, I don't know, to close out my little end of it, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of ideas that are brewing and a lot of irons in the fire, if one will. But once we start sharpening those blades, I don't know, I just feel like we're going to grow really fast.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe not. And if not, I don't care, because I'm going to keep doing this, because this is what I do.
Exactly.
I'm a grown-up. This is what I do.
Yeah, we're not in this, you should never expect to get into the internet, like, entertainment business expecting to make money.
Right.
You go into it just to have a good time, and hey, if you make money, if you become the next Ninja or the next PewDiePie or the next, whomever, Mr. Beast, great, cool. If you, make a few bucks here and there, sweet. As long as you're enjoying it, that's...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and
look
you've
at
been
young
making videos all
Schroeder.
the time.
Oh my jeez, that is amazing.
What?
I'm looking at your video.
Oh, the pizza shop one.
Yeah. Sleeves Prod is the
Oh, is the YouTube channel for it?
yeah.
And I have
Sleeves.
not looked at Sleeves Prod in a long time.
That is awesome.
How many views does it have?
41,000.
Nice.
Nice.
It's old though. It's like what, like 7 years old now though.
2012.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's like 7 years old. So it's had a lot of. It's had a long time to mature. One of the comments says the best way to keep an oven clean is to work clean. It's like no fucking duh, bro.
Yeah, of course.
What, so you never clean your pizza oven? You want to tell the world you don't clean your pizza oven? Bro.
Beatbox cinnamon and raisin bagels.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a popular video for a little while.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, it's gangster, bro. Just
Dude,
wait.
you're
I hope
so
you're-
young.
yeah, get ready for your fucking. I hope you have a mop and a squeegee on hand because your brain is about to get blown. Look at it.
All you're doing is saying cinnamon raisin bagels and start beatboxing with it.
I had to. I was a
Oh, God.
caregiver and I had to go get him cinnamon raisin bagels and I forget things often, so.
You're like cinnamon raisin bagel. Oh, that is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
4 minutes of you doing that.
It gets good. It gets good. That's why I put it up and left it up because
That is absolutely amazing.
halfway through I fucking kill it. Bro.
Oh, that is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
See, now this makes me want to look back at my old shitty.
Right? Just
Like,
wait till you see
I
this
do.
art video I made. You want to see something cringy?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
So my most popular video on my channel, my buddy made for top 10 medieval torture devices.
Nice.
31,000 views.
That is a win.
Got some.
On my channel, like my most fucking there's been 6 views in the last 28 days. Video from way long ago. Shit.
You got a comment on your pizza video a month ago.
Is it insulting?
It says a stupid individual play with a pizza oven.
There you go.
And then 6 months ago, oven cleaner, the average is highly toxic and fumes. And then 6 months ago, someone says, as a professional oven cleaner, I find this offensive. This is not how you clean an oven professionally.
Well, guess what? That motherfucking thing was spotless. When you see the end of the video, you want to tell me I need to clean fucking pizza. Like, you mean to tell me that?
Someone else said 6 months ago, just use baking soda and vinegar.
Aye.
Someone else said soap idiots.
So it doesn't. It's not strong enough to get all the.
These are all recent
that's-
too. That's
Yeah, wow.
hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. Just let me eat it all.
2 months
Just give me
ago,
all
some
of the
guy
hate.
posted something in Spanish.
Ole.
I got a question. My Garland pizza oven turns on, but no hit the stone. Anybody knows why this thing happened?
What does
The
it say?
video's getting just people who are having trouble with pizza
So
ovens
this is
just
from 2 months ago.
talking.
Says my Garland pizza oven turns on, but no hit the stone.
Probably talking about the flame.
Anybody know why this happens? This is 2
No.
months ago.
Yeah, who cares? I don't know.
That's amazing.
That's not your life anymore.
Yeah, that's
Hey, at least you know it's still relevant. People are still watching it.
Yeah.
And I love the hate on it.
You need to fucking do something. If this is still getting views, I would try to do something to see if you're getting any revenue for this.
It
ad.
took that long to get him. I don't even know if I know the password for that account. Like, I can try to get into it and see what the analytics are and see how often it gets watched. And maybe I could do something stupid with it, but
I would if people are still commenting on it. Like, all your comments are from the last year. They're from the last year or sooner.
it's like a fine wine.
So yeah, I would
Yes.
definitely try to get into that because if that's the case, and there's revenue coming from this thing, I would fucking definitely suck all that shit up.
So, Guys, I just wanted to just throw this out there. I just looked to see when my original YouTube channel was created.
When was it?
It just passed in February. February 11th was the anniversary of it. It's been 12 years.
Woo!
Wow, that's about how old Space
No.
Jam, bro. Not really. I think Space Jam's older than that, but
Yeah, it is. I was
Job.
I was 12.
That's what's up.
right, he's had the dream since early,
Good job,
since he
man.
was a little kinderton.
I was 12 when I made that YouTube channel. YouTube started in 06.
That's awesome. Good job, bro.
My God.
Congrats, my friend.
Right.
I was looking for that
gentlemen,
information. Yeah, that should be good.
we are at 3 hours. It's been a good
That's
episode.
long.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was a long episode,
Once again,
What's-
thank
but it's fun.
Go ahead, James.
What's coming up, guys? What's coming out? What's coming up? What's your shit again?
For my
Oh.
go ahead, Schroeder.
Are you talking about
What are we streaming?
our call tag?
What's on the docket this week for y'all individually and when they find?
Oh, Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch as well as YouTube. Kinda YouTube. I'm still trying to figure that out. We're doing Arc. Arc on probably Wednesday, but it might be the Fallout game, or not Fallout, but
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Then we have Thursday Night Throwdown. We have Friday Night Fallout. Then we got Saturday, maybe, I don't know if I want to. And that's how that's probably always going to be. And then Sunday's the next podcast.
Yeah. What about you, James?
Well, youtube.com/people8studios, twitch.tv/people8studios, at people810 on Twitter. On Twitch, I basically only play shit when you guys are playing stuff. So that's always fun. YouTube, I got Yakuza 0 coming out, new part. I got some more Resident Evils coming out. We're basically done with that game almost.
Nice.
Only got maybe a few more parts with that. And then we're going to be starting the Samurai Warriors 4 Empires Let's Play probably on Tuesday. Mitchell's coming over to, so we're gonna have some fun with that. And yeah, Walker, take it away.
I am Captain Geach. Trying to make a G. Captain
Didn't work.
_Geach 15. Twitter, Twitch, and the TubeYube. Captain Geach 15 straight up, no underscore on Instagram. I definitely want to get into that Grand Theft Auto with Schroeder because I think that'll be absolutely amazing. Play maybe some Uno, maybe some Monopoly. Who knows?
We'll play something.
Borderlands 1, I might buy that too. Play something different other than the casual Call of Duties, which we'll play. And that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
From myself and everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for the love. Much appreciated. Level Unlock Podcast can be found always. levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com and anywhere podcasts are available. Audio only version up tomorrow. I'll be downloading it. I got it fixed. My stream worked the whole time, so no issues. No delays.
Hey.
Thank you once
This is
again.
Bucky.
Much love, much appreciated. We are out.